Okay. All right. Yeah, Tyron, I just put there. Jack K says Kamaru is Calabash in wrestling. I don't know what that is. What does Calabash mean? Let me look that up. He's a tree. He's a tree in wrestling. I didn't even bring up Usman though. That's the funny thing about it. But I mean that's a way to start the show. So yeah, shout out to those out there. I don't know what I'm doing today on this stream. I can tell you that. No idea what I'm doing on this stream. I was meant to be on another show, and times changed for that, and I was kind of bored. So you know, yeah. Um, Still waiting on fights. Still waiting on all that good stuff. This week there's not too much on. There's also, I mean, in terms of the UFC, yeah, there is boxing. Not really. I think next week we know Adrian Broner is back. That should be good. It should be good to see him back in the ring. You know, um, always a polarizing figure. Always someone that's there, causing a bit of commotion. The guy is fighting's nobody who we should take care of pretty easily. Then we got Brazil and Wallen on the undercard, and that should be a good thing. How you doing?
Salute.
Yeah, this was unplanned.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, I was Black Star was going live, and in like 20 something minutes we were going to be on, and then I go back to the YouTube page, and all of a sudden it's like we're live in 24 hours. I'm like, oh, you must have changed it. You must have changed it. So yeah, because I was wanting to get on his, but this one's on today. So yeah, I'm just gonna go with whatever on this one. You hear about Adrian Broner?
Yeah, he has an opponent from Puerto Rico, that 14-0 guy. I guess it's just a step in.
Yeah, it's an easy one, and I don't know, man. Like I don't think there's really anyone else anyway for him. He should that's fine by me. I'm not mad at it. I think he's gonna whoop the guy. But yeah, I don't know, man. His career has just been all over the shop. And he has accomplished a fair amount. He was the guy at one stage, but
Yep.
That Maidana fight, I reckon that did the damage.
Yeah.
That was something else. Before I get into those, we were talking a little bit about the fucking Kevin Ioli with what he said. I don't really care, but my thing is this. I sound like Mike now. Why release it a year later? Like, it's weird. And like I know he said it because I can hear him saying, like, people are saying it's edited and it's this and that. I don't think it is. Like, it sounds normal. Like, it doesn't sound altered or anything. But I mean, why now? Like, literally, dude, the same fucking month, the same. Like, we're almost halfway through Feb, and you wanna release this audio now? It's on SoundCloud, and we got all these other channels going, yes, there's audio, hell yeah, this and that. They're so fucking happy. Like, I don't care. Like, he said what he said. Okay, I could, like, if anyone else said that, I wouldn't care less, unless it was Dillian White, because I go in on him all the time. But who the fuck cares, man? I don't give a single shit about this whole audio. It's 30 seconds long. There's like 15 seconds of Wilder speaking, and he just said it. It is what it is now. I know people hate that saying, but it's there. I don't care. I don't feel really any way about it. the thing that sticks out for me is just how long it took to release it. Would you not attach the audio to the article on Yahoo Sports? Like, how come Kevin's able to bring his audio up, but Raphael and all these other guys, they can't? You know? And you said you heard it before or something.
Yeah, I've been heard that, man.
Yeah, see, I never saw the audio.
My first
all.
thing that I touched on immediately was when he said he hurt his leg.
Yeah.
That was my very first thing. It's weird that a lot of people didn't hear that. It didn't talk about it. I thought it was odd, but that was my very first thing I heard. Other than, oh, things happen. Every fighter says things happen, but he said he wrecked his leg in camp or something like that. I don't know. I don't know what happened. All I know is that in that ring, he did not look right, and it did look like it was more than just a bad leg. It looked like it was more than just a bad leg.
It's just hilarious how people jump on this. Like, they're so, you know,
because there's no way that you lose your wind in a fight less than 90 days from your previous fight.
Salute IMST.
Right.
Hey Tyrone, can you tell me what this word means, calabash?
I don't know what the fuck that is. I have no idea.
Yeah.
I don't know where this.
See, they're getting nervous now that he's fighting this week. You know, they want to see him lose, so they're going to try to throw all this shit out to try to offset him. And Usman's got to lose. Usman's got to lose. So when he fucking wins,
he's going to steamroll this guy.
He better fucking steamroll him. You know, if he loses, I still ride with him. If he turns his back, though, that's another story.
No, Gilbert Burns is not on this level. Usman is not a good striker, but he's Gilbert Burns is
he's improving in striking. I know for a fact.
Yeah, and he's improving.
Oh, you beauty!
But
someone uploaded a documentary on both of them training. Yes, but I've seen that. I covered that.
It is a very weak pay-per-view. It's extremely weak.
I think it's decent. I don't think it's. I
mean, who do we have on the undercard?
Gastelum.
No. Versus Ian Heinisch? No.
I got my gas.
I don't care about women's unless it's
the women's ones are a bit hard to watch. They like throw 100 punches and like the most damage they get is a small bruise.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't give a fuck about the co-main, the middleweight. I mean, isn't he on like a 3-loss skid, Kevin Gastelum now?
Israel, Darren Till, Jack Hermansson.
Yeah, 3 losses.
That was a great fight with Israel. Darren Till got outpointed. Hermansson leg locked him.
Leg lock.
Ankle picked, whatever. No, ankle pick is when you wrestle and you throw. Yeah. That was a bad one against Hermansson. I thought he had a good chance. Thought he could beat him, but he's got to win this.
Here would be Robert Whittaker. I don't think much of Robert Whittaker.
Yeah, I thought Gastelum would beat him 2 years ago, but Robert got sick.
Yeah,
because Robert's vulnerable.
I think Gastelum would have beat him.
Yeah, I think Gastelum would have beat him. Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
He's like, I would have drafted him like a sack of potatoes.
Because he gets in a mix-up and he gets hurt badly.
I saw him. I was at the arena when Israel fought Robert, and like Israel's fucking huge, dude. Like people go on about how he's skinny.
He smoked.
Like he's massive. And I saw the Vaseline and the blood fly from the cage. Like he got hit so fucking hard that like gravity pulled him backwards off balance. It's like the universe pulled him back, and Israel just like hammer fist done. The first knockdown, it looked like, I don't know, something out of a Marvel film or something. Like his hands just went up. It was like he was trying to beg for something. Yeah. But he's vulnerable. He'll lose to Costa, I reckon.
Yeah, I think so too. But I was talking to somebody about Costa. Costa, I don't think can take a punch either.
No, he can't. I said Israel. If Israel
in the Uriah Hall fight, he was kind of hurt in that fight.
Yeah, he got dropped. He went on a knee.
Yeah. Costa can't take a punch either.
Wait, hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. I gotta look back at the Israel fight with Costa.
It was one left hook to the temple and he went down.
I think I saw something that I didn't like. Hold on a minute. Let me just see this.
Which fight was? I'm pretty sure it was the Uriah Hall fight where I said this. I don't
No,
know.
it was. It was a right hook. It was a right hook.
I thought it was a left hook
I'm
for Israel Adesanya. Thought it was a left hook. I'm not sure. But Uriah Hall, he was hurt.
Yeah, you heard him. What's up, Jared 11 Green?
Yeah, he can't take a punch, man. This guy.
My thing is this, right? Like they're really mad. Like he's fighting this week though. Like I don't know, man, dude. Usman, people that hate Usman are weird as fuck. Like I don't know what it is.
Said that he was fighting at only 30%.
How the fuck does that make people dislike someone?
I'm telling you, people hold on to stuff.
Jesus Christ. I don't see them giving Nate Diaz any shit.
I won't lie. I'm not a big fan because I do think he's a lay and pray guy when he gets the chance.
Nah, I disagree.
He
hits you. He just keeps hitting you.
He's stronger than you. He's not like if somebody who has real serious hands, he's not going to deal with that, dude. He's going to go to the ground and start working. Like
it is MMA. He's dealt with people with good hands. Man. He's dealt with people with good hands. 59 seconds of Kelvin Gastelum hurting people in the feet. You know what? When he knocked out Bisping, that is one of the most deadly knockouts I've ever seen in my life. Like he fucking like put him to sleep.
Yeah,
I think he will beat this guy though this weekend.
I think so too. Get him back in the win column.
Like Ian Heinisch he's dangerous, but nah, he's too easy to hit. You can't take hits from Oh my fucking Lord. This fucking Khamzat Chimaev dude keeps fucking getting sick and injured. He's got COVID, so that fight's off now.
You get COVID like 2 or 3 times already. Is it
supposed out of the Leon Edwards fight? This is fucking uploaded. This was fucking like 15 minutes ago.
Oh, it's not even going to happen in March either.
It's not happening in March now.
I think they should just...
You don't want the fight.
Yeah, he don't want the fight, no.
You don't want it. What is this, the third fucking time now?
Yeah.
Look, Stephen Thompson said, hoping for a full recovery for Chimaev. Leon Edwards, let's give the fans what they want to see. Number 3 versus number 5.
They could pay.
Someone said, I'm on Sherdog forums. What else? Winner gets title shot. Yeah. I mean, look, I don't think Chimaev deserved that fight anyway, but you don't want it, you know? And this speaks for, like, he was calling out Usman and he was calling out Israel and he was saying, I'm going to beat this guy's ass. I'm going to beat that guy's ass. You'd pulled out of fights like 3 times now. You fought no one. You fought like everyone you fought is losing record, I think. You don't want it. He ain't no Khabib, trust me. Fuck that. He ain't a Khabib. You know? It's ridiculous. And I heard some other shit as well about Khabib. What did people say? They said it was like Kamaru, Khabib, and GSP. Like, I forgot what the argument was, but they said, like, what did they say about moving up in weight? Like, Kamaru should be fighting Khabib.
I don't think Khabib could beat Kamaru.
I think that fight
is more technical, but like Usman on the ground. I hate the ground guys, but Usman on the ground, dude, is very, very strong, man.
He'll fucking suck the life out of you.
He's super strong. He's super strong.
Yeah.
These are these skinny lightweights that you're pulling down.
You know, like cut down.
Nah, this is a big dude. Like literally, he's a big guy. He's gonna come in the ring at 200 pounds. Maybe
190.
Oh, more than that. He's bigger than that.
More than that.
He's over 200 pounds. When he's off, when he's not really checking for a fight, he might be 210. These are big guys.
Yeah,
So
welterweight's different.
Covington, though, is a small guy. Covington should go to 155. I think so.
Yeah.
He's done really
Yeah,
well at 170. He's done really well. But this is a guy who's not taking advantage of the weight cut. Usman was just way bigger than that guy in there.
He beat the shit out of him. Good fight, though.
It was close.
Can't wait for the rematch.
He's got to get bigger, but he doesn't have that time.
Yeah, there's just things that are annoying me, though. Like, even this Israel fight coming up. Like, I wanted Israel Jones. You know? I wanted that. I didn't want this. But when Jones vacates, all of a sudden he comes along and he's like, oh, yeah, I want to fight Jan. I want to fight Jan now. You know? Man, fuck that. You talking all that shit about Jones. And Jones ain't good at all as a human being. Okay? He's bad. But he's fucking, like, I think he whoops his ass. I think Jones whoops his ass.
Who?
I think Jones grabs Israel, fucking takes him to the ground and elbows the crap out of him. Because Jan could beat Israel. I'm saying Jan will beat Israel because
I think Adesanya will beat him. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, well, no, that's good though.
I think he's just more technical. I think a prime John Jones will evaporate Adesanya.
Even the one now, I reckon.
Now I have to see because John Jones definitely is on the decline.
He is on the decline. He shouldn't be talking about heavyweight. You should stay away from there.
I think he should stay at light heavy, yeah.
Like, dude, if Alistair Overeem is hurting you in training and you have guys like Ngannou knocking them out easily, you ain't in there. You ain't in that mix.
I think Ngannou beats Stipe this time. He just has to stop being stupid.
Yeah, nah, look, it'll piss me off if he does the same thing. Oh my god, I root for that guy so hard.
And I thought DC threw it away, dude. DC was
really fucked up.
Second fight easy up until he got gassed. Nobody gets, not even in boxing, do people get caught with the same left hand to the body 17 times in a row. That doesn't happen unless you're tired. You're completely tired.
How the fuck do you allow a 6'4" man to throw a long left hook to the body?
Right.
Tuck your fucking elbow in, dude.
Yo, he threw that away, man. He would have beat him that time had he trained seriously.
He was winning, I reckon, every round.
He was winning all 3 rounds. All 3 was 3 up.
He fucking picked him up in the first round and fucking slammed him.
Slammed his dumbass.
And you fucking literally
is not like good enough to be on this level.
All your fucking people around you at American Kickboxing Academy are doing all this boxing with you, and you ain't even tucking your fucking elbow in to protect yourself, let alone stepping out the way, riding the shot. Where the wrestling, see, he got too greedy with the wrestling. But you know what? He got what he wanted. He got a third fight, and he did even worse in that fight.
Worse. He didn't even
fucking train. Held up. He had that shit held up the division.
Yeah, he didn't even train.
He looked fucking fat as a pig in there, and he's tired, and everything. Like he threw that away. He could have beat him easily. He only had 2 rounds left. Only 2 rounds left.
Time, and it would have been over, and nobody would have said anything.
Yeah, and he would have retired. Because he wouldn't have fought Ngannou.
Game for game. If they're on their game, DC is better than Stipe.
That's like, I'm gonna tell you this, dude. The first fucking fight shocked me, okay? But you know, like I don't see where Stipe is. He's not a better wrestler. He's not.
No.
Okay. He actually doesn't have as good as power as DC. If you look at DC, he knocked him out with fucking 1 punch.
Right.
And then off the ground and pound, right? Stipe, you had to accumulate it for, a good round, right? But again, he didn't listen to his coach. The coach just said, just wrestle him, fucking hold him against the fence. And this motherfucker is trying to go out there and strike with everyone. And then he gets caught. Left hook and then the right hand over the top. Because once that right hand comes over the top and it gets your chin like that, you're done. And he's like got his hands out when he's on the fence, like, oh, don't hit me. Like that. Yeah, he did blow it. The dude blew up. How do you do that? I mean, that's craziness there. That's craziness. Like, have a high guard or something, cross guard. Fucking have some sort of head movement. And the dude kept leaning over to the same side as well. You know, this is some Dillian White shit now. You do this your whole career. Your whole career, you do this. And then, boom, you get caught. That's why, for me, there's no point in the third fight. There wasn't, you know? But yeah, I mean,
I wanted to see it because I thought DC would have trained for that fight, but obviously not.
no, he didn't. Yeah, this is my legacy. This is my legacy. What?
It's just sad. Only guy to really beat him is John Jones. That's it. Nobody else was fucking with him.
Yeah.
Stipe got free wins over him.
That third fight.
That train ends in March. If Ngannou is somewhat competent, he should be able to blow this guy away in like 2 rounds. Just too much damage.
Yeah, I don't see how he can even take the fucking shot. I mean,
right.
Look, all he has to do,
strong guy again.
All he has to do is throw
got out the first round, the first fight.
Yeah,
he was running away.
I'm gonna tell you this as well, dude. Stipe hit him with those punches in the first round.
He couldn't move him.
Like Ngannou was just stepping back and everything. Yeah. I'm gonna tell you this: all Ngannou's got to do is throw a fucking jab at the same time when Stipe throws. One jab and a fucking right hand or a hook behind it, and it's over with. And the other thing is the wrestling defense. You know, it's better than last time, I assume, right? Okay. You know, but I just really want him to win. I don't think there's few fights where I want to see someone win as badly as Ngannou.
I want to see him win because it'll just refresh the division. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, yeah, exactly.
On his way out.
You know what wouldn't surprise me if Derek Lewis beat Curtis Blades?
Big right hand over top, yeah.
Because that's all he has to do, like the right hand, because he don't really do much else. I mean, look, he does those high kicks and he runs up with the knee, but Derek Lewis doesn't do much else. Yeah, he can wrestle a little bit. Like Cormier, you see what Cormier did to him? You know? I mean, that was great. I watched that live, you know, and I mean, he was fucking just ragdolling him everywhere, you know? He was ragdolling him everywhere. What's up, Mike?
What the hell y'all in here talking about? Hey, Tyrone, he didn't want to talk to you. He said, basically, said, well, we already been around for quite some time, so I had somebody else is going to go a little bit longer than it. And I'm like, yeah, whatever, dude. Like, I see what it is. Like, yeah.
Insane in the membrane.
Insane in the membrane. In the chat, say, I don't want any more other people in here, and I will just left. And I did leave because I have other stuff to do. I can't be on there all day, man.
Yeah, he's just stuck in his. It's like
I went to take a dump. Then I saw I wasn't back in, so I left. Then I came back an hour later and wait for like 5 minutes. He didn't get me in, so I left again.
Right. I mean, that dude said Crawford is bigger than Spence. I was just like, okay, yeah, whatever. Yeah. Who told you that? Multiple sources
have told Rafi that Crawford is bigger than Spence Jr. And when they fight, well, yeah, what did he say about Crawford? He said he's gonna wallop Spence or something when they fight. We'll see, dude. No. You know, we'll see, because he's a good fighter. But you know, I see he jumped on the Kevin Iole thing real quickly there.
Yeah, and I what's his name? Iron Kong was like, well, the reason why I care is like he said some of the lines of like because Wilder's been saying all this stuff that he's the king and blah, 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 whoop, 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 and black this and black that. And I'm like, dude, like, you know, at the end of the day, I'm not living through these fucking boxers, man. You know, I'm not living my life through these boxers, you know, with all their glory that they're getting, you know. So if I want to sit up over here and say this, and then you say Deontay Wilder is talking down to Anthony Joshua because he said he was fucking ducking him. I'm like, man, that's not fucking talking down. They're like, come on, bro. I just don't get like why people are so uptight and want to just like destroy somebody every single chance they get. Like, we all knew that it was possible that he did say it. But guess what? What took Kevin Iole this long to fucking pull it out? A year. Then the idiot's gonna say, well, you can't substitute fundamentals of boxing. And I'm pretty sure motherfuckers do substitute the basics. I mean, the basics, you can't substitute the basics in boxing. I'm pretty sure motherfuckers do. And I told him, I was like, for Wilder to get where he was, if you want to say he wasn't the speed bag and all that shit, it's like motherfuckers Ben should have got him up out of there if that was the case. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Blades is from Chicago. That's pretty cool, Stormy.
Disclaimer: I want Blades to win, and I think
he'll
the
probably
right thing will be for him to whoop his ass, wrestle, because he could knock him. He could knock Derek out. Derek has no chin. His chin is gone. You know, he got very lucky in the Ngannou fight as well.
When is that?
Week after next.
Oh, really?
Next week.
Week after this. Next week, not this weekend. Next week.
Yeah, I'll watch it.
Yeah.
I'm not watching the UFC pay-per-view this time. I'll just watch the main event and that's it. The pay-per-view is absolute dog shit.
I was gonna do live commentary, but I'll see how I go with it.
I'll just watch the main event. I don't think there's any fights of consequence except that Gastelum fight.
This dude
If Usman loses, I'm gonna fucking like.
Nah, he's not losing that guy. That guy.
I'm just saying. Look, I'm just saying. Okay.
I want.
Like you're that confident. I'm not that confident because I know how good Gilbert is.
I'm very confident. If you're knocked out at 155.
He can knock Gilbert out because that straight right is something else.
No,
he hits harder than Dan, and Dan's a kickboxer. You know, I don't think he'll submit Usman because look, Maya couldn't do shit. RDA couldn't do shit. The other Brazilian couldn't do shit. The one in Brazil where he fought him in Brazil. Woodley couldn't do shit, and he's a black belt. So
I think Woodley was past it though.
He wasn't past it then. He talked all that shit.
When he fought Burns, I think he was.
When he fought Burns, yes.
Yeah,
he said everything was good for that fight.
Nah,
you know?
I think he wasn't the same. Something happened in the Usman fight. It may have been before the Usman fight.
It's like
water was spiked.
I mean, just by looking at him, Woodley, it's like damn near he just like
he got tired of the sport or something.
Yeah, it was because I was watching it. It's like I don't know if it's a tough fight for him or he's not just trying.
Could be. I don't know what's going on, but he's not the same fighter since the Thompson.
He's still not. I think that one irks him the most. Like that one bothers him more than the Colby fight. I reckon
the Usman fight.
I reckon that Usman fight bothers him more because he's still saying, "Oh, I show these guys the way. I show." You'd have lost the fight, dude.
But in the Covington fight, that last one, they're like, "Oh, my rib!"
No.
Go down.
Oh, you did it.
I remember.
My rib.
Mike.
Yes.
My rib.
Oh shit. That's how they be. That's how they be. You hear?
No, but even Covington, no, that wasn't Woodley at his best.
Yeah, look, and he didn't look good, man. Look, Colby did not look better than Usman. He didn't look better than Burns either. And we had an even more faded Woodley. Because in the first round, Woodley came out and he held the middle of the ring. Like he was getting nice and low and everything. And then I don't know what happened. He backs up. I don't know, dude. I think that explosiveness is just
gone. Yeah.
Man,
and his mind, like you know who he's fighting next, dude?
Vincente Luke.
That is the worst fucking fight you can possibly get for him. A fucking dude that comes forward in his high guard, throws those massive hooks, and who fucking will take you down. That shit is the worst. You go fight Cowboy or something. Knock his ass out and retire. Because
Yeah.
when Woodley was champ, and even before that, he was really good. He was there. Now he's just
You know who had a worse performance than that? Than Woodley? Last fight?
Who?
Overeem.
Overeem was yeah.
I was like, dude.
which
Like,
one?
his last fight, like,
Oh yeah,
oh
you were there
my
for that.
God. I was like, soon as,
Overnight.
like the first round, as soon as he put his back on the cage, I was like, why the fuck are you? I'm like, what's going on? Like, oh my God.
Turning your back. You cannot turn when Watcher is watching you fight.
Yeah, turn your
you won't
back.
turn your- You won't turn your fucking back on me. I'm telling you
told
that
you.
now.
I told you, Mayday, we're going down. Engine number 1 on fire. Engine number 1 on fire.
Did you see
You gotta do it in the
that,
tough
that
accent.
right? Did you see that right? I think it was a left hand, whatever it was. He just sort of like collapsed to the floor, like badly shaken, distressed, just gave up. Just
Yeah, at that point, he looked like one of them small ass dogs that just can't stop shaking.
right.
Yeah, that
Collapsed
punch seemed to land
floor.
clean, dude. It hit
Yeah.
his guard.
He just
It hit
went
his
down.
guard a bit, and he just fucking went boom.
And not just like he fell over. He lay collapsed to his knees and just kind of went down.
You just want to accept defeat, huh?
Just
You want to
accepted
accept.
it. He
What
was-
did the fucking dude say? He's like, well, I have a title shot and I have one more run. What run? Running away, dude. You were running away. You turn your back.
I'm saying if somebody's feeling that way, they just go ahead. I don't know, man. If you feel like that in camp, I don't. The money some of these guys are getting, man, they just get in and say, well, you know what? I've already signed the contract, but I'm going to go in and do that. I don't know.
I mean, I'm telling you, dude, post USADA.
man.
Post Overeem USADA. Because when he fought Brock, he just fucking went in there. And Brock wasn't that good of an MMA fighter either.
Yeah.
But he took care of him easier than anyone else.
Yeah, he's just
Okay?
he's just a wrestler. Straight up.
He just wrestles and he does the cowboy dance after he beat what's his name? Frank Mir or whatever. They're doing the fucking with the whip and everything. It was fucking or the lasso, whatever it is,
Frank Mir before the fight, he had a horseshoe up his ass. I took that son of a bitch out and I hit him over the head with it.
He basically.
You know what that motherfucker said?
What?
He said, Ngannou is shit, I'll beat him.
Okay, get hit by that motherfucker. Go ahead.
Get hit by that Cameroonian fist.
Go ahead. Go and get hit by that shit.
He just needs to play it smart. He needs better trainers, man. I don't think Dewey Cooper is doing it for him, dude.
I reckon, honestly, dude, Mark Breland.
Yeah.
Sure. Can't get
I'll
away
be
with
back in
it.
a sec. I'll be back in a sec. You guys chop it up.
You know, y'all know MTK Global just one of their MMA fighters just signed with the UFC.
Who's that?
Some itty bitty woman.
Oh, it's just
When I say itty bitty, I'm talking about itty bitty.
10% of $5. Good luck with that. I'm sure they're happy about it. What Stormy said? Stormy said his dad played. Oh yeah, Curtis Blades' his dad. Both he and his brother are big. That whole family looks big. They're all like 6'4" and stuff.
What's up, Stormy B Man? Stormy B Man probably like he can't take it to the body just like his daddy. I'm joking.
Yeah.
Joking. I remember his daddy in high school. He got hit in the stomach and he just quit. I'm joking.
So what about boxing? What about boxing? I saw the Smith fight got called off. I mean,
What Smith? What? When?
Joe Smith Jr. It was a Top Rank card.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't rock my world. I mean, he was another knockout victim. But the two other important fights are going down. The Diaz fight, which I think is a solid fight, but the more important one is the 154 one. It's probably best fight of the weekend, Teixeira versus Castano. That one, I'm still kind of on the fence, but what I'm looking at is telling me Castano will win this fight. But I just have this feeling that Teixeira can do it because if he was able to take care of that Adames guy, I think he could take care of Castano. But skill for skill, Castano is he's just a better fundamentally sound fighter.
I just can't, man. I just can't. You know what? Even
if Castano wins, Jermell is gonna immediately jump on that. They're PBC. Jermell will probably get a fight before the end of the year for Undisputed if Castano wins.
I don't. I just hope. I'm gonna watch it, but I just hope the card doesn't suck.
The card will suck. Guaranteed.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm tired of. Ain't nothing wrong with watching no name dudes fight. What's wrong?
Go ahead.
The thing that's wrong with me is like when it's like it's clearly been matched to be a one-sided fight. Like competition. Like I'm tired of seeing that shit. I know I know people don't want to lose their investments and stuff like that. Well, I guess that's how you weed them out. I guess that's how you weed them out. And I guess, a lot of people don't want competition these days, man. What did Bob Marley say? Kill them while they're young, man, in one of his songs. You know what I'm saying? So when they grow up, they won't be shit because you got them out of the way. What's up with Ugas though, man? Is he supposed to fight Spence Crawford?
Oh, I reckon Spence and Ugas. I want to say that.
Spence Ugas?
I mean, that seems more likely.
Ugas doesn't stand a chance.
I don't know. We're gonna see.
I don't think.
Hey, Stormy, what do you think?
I used to think he can fight, but not anymore. Not after that last fight, especially.
Honestly, dude, I think he gives him a tough fight.
Nah.
But I think he might get stopped.
He will get stopped, and it won't even make it to the halfway point. If you're getting touched like that with that other dude, because Abel Ramos is a PBC champion, basically. And what I mean by that is guys who don't fight for any real belts or like top tier fights, but they're basically the top of the show on a Saturday night live with other PBC fighters, like a Jamonte Clark and those people. You know what I mean, Mike?
But this one, I don't know. But I'm still like, but Ugas, the only thing I'm tore up is
his hairline.
Damn, and the that Sean Porter fight, man. I'm just like,
well,
I'm still kind of like that.
I mean,
he could have won that fight, but damn, he fought a strong fight too.
He's a strong dude. Like he counts to the body like hell.
Yeah, he fought they both fought a strong fight. But if I was the ref, I would have called that a knockdown.
Who was the ref for that fight?
I don't know. I don't know who was the ref, but I would have called it a knockdown. Like, you hit somebody, you hit them, whether or not they slip or not. If they fall immediately, I'm calling it a knockdown.
Guess who?
You don't say Jack Reese.
No, I'm checking.
No, it is Jack Reese. You're right. It is.
I'm checking. I don't believe you.
It was.
I don't believe you.
No.
I'm looking at it right now. Let me look at it. Yeah, that's what Stormy had to say right now. The referee. Who's the ref? Who's the ref? Fucking ads.
He always finds.
Nope, not interested in this.
He will always find his way in.
2 ads in a row, eh? Fucking heck.
You on BoxRec? Just check it on
Box. I'm on BoxRec, dude. I'm on. I want to see the fight. I'm looking at the fight. Hell nah, he was the ref.
Yep, told you.
Oh my fucking God.
The guy always finds his way into controversy because he loves the cameras. He loves the cameras. He can never.
I don't know, man. I feel like Sean was a bit thrown off coming forward in this fight.
Yeah, because Ugas was bopping him.
He was going, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Sean Porter was landing punches, but you know
he's strong as
how many
shit.
how many overhand rights did that motherfucker throw that fight?
He missed a lot of those shots. Those
Man, overhand rights and hooks. He's missing the hell out of them hooks.
Mhm.
And I was just like, how many? I don't damn uppercuts. Sean
how
Porter
the hell does your Dennis Ugas have the same reach as Sean Porter?
You would really?
He has some long arms.
69 inches is his reach.
5'7".
He's 5'7".
No,
Sean Porter's 5'7".
Probably like 5.
Ugas is
5'9". 69 reach, it says.
Yeah, Sean at times was really struggling.
He got some long ass arms then. Oh,
What's Spence 72? Yeah,
Maybe, I'm not sure.
I would assume Spence
74.
I thought Spence was like 5'10", 5'11".
5'9.5", 5'10". He's 72 inches. I got pretty.
Sean Porter's like 5'3", isn't he?
Nah, he's probably like really 5'6.5".
Oh,
So he's not 5'7". He didn't qualify that. I'm kidding.
5'5.5". Yeah, I don't think.
Man, I'm dying for this weekend. What's Gilbert gonna do if he wins? He's gonna do that fucking
Nothing.
that Brazilian war cry, that oh yeah, you know.
He's not winning shit.
Sturmy B-Man said things won't play out like you want because these idiots missed their window. Yeah. Especially with Spence. Well, should have called me to drive you that day, buddy.
But they'll make that pay-per-view because of Spence Ugas.
They shouldn't.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know if I feel it's.
Who they put in this car though? That's the problem. Like who?
If they make a pay-per-view, they've got to put together a good undercard, man. I don't want to see 115 pounders, 122 pounders going at it, dude.
Not all night long.
That man.
Nah, I don't want to see those little guys. Those little guys are okay, but not all the time though.
Right. If you want to put those guys there, you have to put guys who are top tier. They've got to put together some good fights because they can't get away with just having this pay-per-view and a shit undercard. They need to have some solid fights here. Man, Ugas is going to get smoked, dude.
I think he will get stopped.
Tyrone's like, Tyrone ain't budging.
He does not deserve this.
Tyrone ain't giving Ugas no wiggle room.
No, man.
I think it's a mistake. You think
it's not easy. Mandatory,
it ain't easy,
but
it's not an easy fight. It's not an easy one.
Nah, this is a.
How many fucking rounds do you think it's gonna go? How many rounds?
5.
You think 5 rounds. You think that hard as nails Cuban is only gonna last 5 rounds?
Hard as nails. He's gonna go out on his ass.
If he turns his back, that's a whole different thing. Okay?
No.
And don't tell me it's neurological.
Like, you can't be fighting Omar Figueroa and Mike Dallas and then going life and death with Abel Ramos. You want to come in here and.
Well, that's just how it works, dude. That's you accept. That's just Manny didn't fight
as Rosario, but he's still going out.
Here we go with the Rosario thing.
Rosario's trash. Like, real
He's not. Would you beat him in a fight?
Trash.
Would you beat him in a fight?
I can train somebody to beat him in a fight.
No. Would you beat him in a fight? Would you be able to?
Nah, I don't box like that, man.
Tyrone doesn't let you get the day, but he's like, trash. What about the trash?
Trash.
He sucks.
Yeah.
Trash.
He's a fraud. He's a fraud.
Yeah. He'll let you get the name out.
Harrison can fight, but not Rosario, dude. Rosario was an opportunity, man. That was an easy pick.
Yeah, belts.
That was a spawn peak.
Belt collector.
You know what I'm talking about, Mike?
Huh?
A spawn peak.
Who?
Like in COD, like moment characters spawn in.
Oh yeah, like a camper, spawn camper.
Yeah, spawn peak. Boom.
Yeah,
That was Rosario.
man. Yo,
Ugas is that too. He didn't get he got to the door, but he went out too.
man. I just don't know about that fight, man. I just
They
don't
need
know.
to have they need to have a solid undercard for it, I think.
I think for
Mhm.
on the outside, Ugas won't get the better of it. I think on the on long range, you know, with the jabs and everything, Spencer's got it. On the inside though, it's competitive.
He won't be able
I
to
need
do
if when I see it,
inside. He will work
when I see it, he was beating Sean on the inside. I'll
that
say
was
that.
Sean.
I think you cut out there.
Oh, I said that was Sean. Can you
What
hear
was
me?
Sean?
I said you said he was beating Sean on in the inside because Sean was just wailing.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, that's
Sean
true.
was.
When Errol does that technical stuff on the inside with Ugas will go down. Ugas has never been in there with somebody as strong as Errol. Never.
It was like Ugas was praying something landed. I mean, not Sean was. It was like Sean was praying something landed.
That's usually how he fights too. But when they're both coming in here, you know, shoulder to shoulder and trying to work on the inside, Ugas.
Yeah.
What's up with Keith? What's Keith Thurman doing?
I don't know.
He's
Playing the
not
flute.
the same fighter he was. He's done to me. I don't even think about him like that.
But is like I don't know, man. Like we're in Feb, right? So when's this dude plan on fighting?
Never, probably.
He's gonna be like fucking.
I wouldn't be surprised if motherfucker just fade out.
Right.
He cut his hair, so I guess you know that's some progress.
Shit, who knows? The motherfucker probably had lice.
More than likely, yeah.
I just want to see him in the ring. I want to see him in the ring.
Yeah, that's just a disappointment, man. It's like because he had some. Because if he came in, people would be forced to other people would have to fight. You know what I'm saying? Other people would have to fight because they'd be like, "Oh shit, Keith is back and he's fighting 2-3 times a year." Then people won't. You won't have all this fuckery. We would have it, but it will alleviate some of it. You know, it'll alleviate some of that fuckery. How the fuck does some of these guys get a Pacquiao fight and some of these guys can't?
I heard Manny's training as well, but for who? Who could he be training for? Huh?
Shit, the Snowman. He training to become. He training to come to beat up his next dude that run up against him. That's what he training for. The next dude that run because you know he's sending the next dude that run up against him. He gonna watch. He gonna beat his ass. Imagine getting an argument with him, and like you supposed to be like the person that's running against him. You get in an argument, and you all up in his face. You know what I'm saying? And you ain't been in the gym ever a day in your motherfucking life. Yeah, talk tough if you want to.
Yeah.
Let's look up Keith Thurman then. Fuck it. Let's see what he's doing. See what Keith Thurman's the news on Keith Thurman is.
He's on Instagram. Let me check his Instagram.
That should say 2019. That's 2020.
Just stuff on football. That's all.
Yeah, he need to. I mean, I'll watch it. I mean, if he came back and fought somebody, you know. I mean, when I say I watch it, I mean I wouldn't stream it. If he fought somebody that was worth the damn, but I don't. Let's look at Twitter. Does he even have a Twitter?
Yeah, he's got Twitter.
Keith used to be a boxer Thurman.
Keith No Time Thurman. I see obviously Broner's come back, and on the undercard you got Brazil and Wallen. I saw Brazil hitting the bag, and you know, what's the likelihood of those two coming in with exceptional stamina?
But Brazil,
yeah,
I give. He fought in Wallens.
Yeah,
I give it to Wallen.
Yeah,
yeah, because the way I put it, what Wallen did to Tyson Fury, even though Tyson Fury was damn near trying to knock his teeth out with his forehead, you know, because you see him dip his head down. You too tall to try to put your head in that man's chest. The hell you doing? You know, that was a close one for him. You know, and he whooped Brazil, then go on and fight somebody else. He probably could get back there.
Yeah. Fury versus Wallen too.
Oh my God.
That'd be good for Wallen. That's it.
That'll be good for
Yeah.
Wallen, yeah. Who he probably deserves that. But these top ranked guys, dude.
Hold on.
You guys
Wallen is top ranked?
Yeah. You guys are probably, well, he's been fighting well. It was on Showtime, now Showtime again. So I guess he's just around, but I think it's probably the first time you'll hear me give Brazil credit. I think he'll beat Wallen because I don't think Wallen will have anything to keep him off.
I reckon Brazil is going to knock out Wallen like how he got knocked out in his last fight.
Nah, I don't think it'll happen like that. I think it'll happen like the Negron.
Yeah.
That was hilarious.
Yeah, it'll happen like something like
that.
that.
I remember what Lennox Lewis said. He's like, I remember throwing shots like that.
Yeah. Well, I think he'll beat him down. It'll be too much.
To the body.
It'll be
I'm telling
too
you.
much, I think.
You don't like it to the body. There's a lot of guys that don't like it to the body. You know, some guys take it better, some guys don't. You know?
No, you ain't lying about that.
It's all right though, you know. It's okay, the fight. I'm not mad at it, you know. Wallen's like he's in the top 15 of two sanctioning bodies. So you know, if Brazil wins, he can get back in because he ain't ranked.
Brazil versus Charles Martin or Brazil versus. I don't want to see Brazil versus Washington.
Oh, Charles Martin is fighting at the start of March.
You know what'd be funny? If Otto Wallen only throws straight rights.
That's probably what will happen. I don't think I have anything for Brazil, man. Brazil might get knocked on his ass, but he'll get up and just keep on coming. Pause.
I don't know, man. I just don't know. I don't know about this one, man. Yeah, if Otto Wallen don't come in as good as shape that he did in Fury, yeah, I can see Dominic taking him. But
I will say though, Brazil does not look to be in very good shape.
Are you serious?
Yes, I saw a Mr. Boxing Today video, and he's got the full belly out while he's doing the abs and everything. It's not fully out, but you can see it. Like it's big time.
No, I missed that video. I saw the other one he dropped today. The other one he dropped today.
He's been eating.
He ate the whole damn Urban Dictionary.
Yeah.
I don't get that shit. Like,
the only thing I respect about him is that, like, even after that Wilder knockout, he's used to that. So he'll be the same fighter, I think.
Used to getting knocked out.
Yeah, he's used to being knocked out and falling over the floor, and he has a couple of homes on the canvas. You know, he's used to
who's Martin fighting? I want to fucking know, dude, who this dude. Like, I put it in the chat. Mr. Boxing Today put a comment under there. The champ giving us subliminal messages. It's either a Jugbot or Wilder. I don't think it's Wilder. I like both fights, regardless of who the opponent really is. I can't wait for the fight. Some people said Michael Hunter, but I don't think it is.
No.
Yeah, that Rob guy.
I did see a channel. They said they talked to Michael Hunter, and then he said he's fighting Charles Martin, but I doubt it.
Somebody did on that Ralph channel. They was trying to tell me that Charles Martin is fighting Wilder. They said that Charles Martin said he's fighting Wilder.
They try to come out like it was a done deal, but it's not.
Then he said, then he gonna tell me like, oh, Wilder priced himself out of that fight. I was like, how the fuck he priced himself out of a Charles Martin fight? Like,
the guys don't even make sense. They just come up with stuff to fit their narrative. Like, why do they want him to fight those guys? Twofold, because they don't want him to fight Fury again or AJ. They don't want to see that thing for their own interest. And number two, they just want to keep. They know damn well if he doesn't fight those two guys, they won't give him a credit for any of the other guys below them. So they just want him to fight a guy lower than those two so that they can say, oh, well, he still hasn't fought anybody.
Yeah. I'm just, it's just, you know, some people their opinions stuck, and anything bad that comes up, they're going to drop out of the sky like a vulture on it. Yeah, their mind's already made up. Like, I don't have time for, you know, to be sitting up over here worried about what everybody got to say. If that's the case, I'll be dropping videos. With all this shit going on, you see how everybody dropping these? I ain't dropped the videos. And I actually got shit to say that nobody else said. I actually got my own fucking breaking news, but I ain't even made a video about it. You know what I'm saying? On what Jojo Diaz trainer said about him. I ain't even made a video on that.
Which one? Manny Robles? Who does he have now?
No, not his trainer, but his Moses his promoter. Moses Heredia. What his promoter said about him, what his manager said about him. Y'all see that thing I sent y'all in the chat?
Yeah.
Motherfucker taking 18%. Then that motherfucker took a bag from MTK Global so he could have that fight. That's treacherous interference.
Mm-hmm.
And they're doing it anyways. They literally strong arm somebody's fighter, and ain't none of these boxing commissions doing nothing about it. And guess what? They're still in court.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I ain't saying nothing about it. It's like, you know, people gotta watch the news that they read, man. Like, this shit is fucking, it's getting retarded, man. It's getting retarded. What's his Instagram? Watcher?
It is I'm God. I'm not kidding. Greatest show on earth, I'm God. With 2 eyes. It's like I'm God, or I remain champ, or if he fights a Jugba, he's got to whoop a Jugba's ass.
You know what? That boy, I just wish the best for him.
What does your old lady say about a Jogba? Didn't she say like he's really in?
Oh, her and her sister and her homegirl and her cousins, they don't believe that motherfucker's 34, 35. They think he like late 30s, 40, early 40s.
Wow.
They soon they looked at the hairline. She was like, I guess because one of them was a doctor. She was like, man, them bones don't look right. Facial features don't look right. She was like, and that right along with that hairline, she was like, motherfuckers ain't built like that out there. It's like, and then they was listening to his accent. They was like, where the fuck is he from? For real. They was like, it don't sound, something don't seem right. Yeah. So yeah, I wish that brother the best, man. F.A. Jabba, man. Like, you gotta, man, bruh, move your goddamn head, come on, man. Move that big, and you got a big ass head. You probably got one of the biggest heads in the heavyweight division. Well, no. One of them, because Duopol's got a big one. He got a big ass head. Yeah. That motherfucker's solid too. But F.A. Jabba, man, I don't know what's up with that, bruh. Nah.
Yo.
Oh, coaches. Who let coach in? I'm joking.
Good evening. Good evening. Salutations.
Put me in, coach.
Salute, bro. What's going on, man?
Hey, man, I'm just here, baby. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to make $1 out of 33 cents.
Yeah, I didn't know you trained Kevin Levroni's son, dude. I was looking at your Instagram the other day.
Yeah. Kevin and his son. Yeah.
And then I was like, wait, I said, oh yeah, he does live out in Maryland because I saw his old Olympia.
Yeah.
His Olympia training.
Yeah, man. His son's actually like a pretty decent, cool little wide receiver, yo. His son's Son's fast as hell, man. Son ran like a 4.7. He's only an 8th grader. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
He's got some jets, man. He just needs to go out there, do his thing. He should be all right. He should be all right.
Yeah, either way. Yeah, either way. Football or box. He got some options.
I don't know if he's gonna box, man. I mean, I tell you what. I tell you who ain't gonna box. My kid. My wife is like, hell nah. My wife is like, fuck that shit. That fucking raggedy shit. I mean, because she hears all the stuff we talk about, because I talk about it. And she's like, you think I'm letting my son go into some old unsanctioned, cruddy ass sport with mobsters and no rules and no commissioner?
Jack Reese is the referee.
Yeah.
She was like, Chris, who in charge of boxing? I'm like, nobody. She's like, exactly. Fuck that shit.
You know what? That's a good ass question.
Nobody's in charge of boxing. That's why it's just corrupted it is, bro. I mean, like, come on, like in all professional sports, there's gonna be gamblers that can get at athletes, and athletes can manipulate games and throw points and score and affect spreads and all that kind of stuff. But in boxing, you got wholesale, because there's no, like, if you don't have consistent systems in place and consistent accountability, it's just rife for people to manipulate. And look at the media in boxing. Like, that's why, like, ESPN, like, people say, like, yeah, like, ESPN ain't even talking about, like, this whole thing with Wilder. ESPN don't talk about boxing.
Nope.
Nah, yeah.
They don't talk about boxing. ESPN is the biggest sports platform
Triple G and Lomachenko.
And they talk about Lomachenko when he got a fight. The 2-3 weeks leading up to the fight, they'll play some ad. They had that weak ass Max on boxing show, but they don't cover boxing like they do the NBA.
So what do you think about? I watched like a couple seconds, minutes of a couple of those. What do you think about that shit?
About what?
That Max shit. What do you think?
I don't ever watch it. I mean, every time I turn it on, he just be like Max Kellerman. I don't really feel Max Kellerman because he looked like a coke freak to me. He just be sitting there with his freaking eyes all bugged the hell out talking. It's like, nah, yo. I did catch a couple weeks ago when Devin Haney was trying to talk about Teofimo's undisputed. He was like, he ain't undisputed, and like wouldn't back down. So I was glad to see that shit. But I mean, I don't watch Max Kellerman. I never really felt him. He always felt like to me, like just being from Baltimore, he always felt like like he was smoking ready or something, man. Like he just looked like one of them cats that just be smoking ready and going to work every day, or playing with his nose and going to work every day, because he just be looking bugged the hell out. And I'm just like, nah, I'm not.
Look at his pupils.
I just don't feel him. I don't watch much ESPN, to be fair. I don't like Stephen A. Smith. I don't watch that shit. I don't watch as much football as I used to anyway. So
you know what? They never have you got them two on there, but they don't have like no. They got people that play basketball, football, and stuff like that. Max Kellerman's an ex-rapper. Stephen A. Smith, nobody know what the fuck he did. Jason Whitlock, you were sorry. And it's like it's like they never have like a stand on like boxer who knows about other sports, because a lot of those guys ain't played them sports anyways. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody that can actually talk about boxing instead of some Yahoo that's reading from a cue card. And you're right, they should. If you got, what's that thing, the 60 seconds or something like that?
Well, I mean, all these guys in the media are like manipulated a little bit, right? But like with boxing, it's just absolutely like they got Tim Bradley up there, who's just like company man #1 for Top Rank.
No doubt.
You got Andre Ward, who
he's another one.
Played 5 times.
Fucking fell out, to be fair. Like, I don't know any other way to say it to him. And like, please believe I'll say this to his face if I saw him, right? I mean, like when Fred posed to him like, yo, you are a black man, and he said, well, my mama white or my daddy white, I'm like, oh hell no, this dude, he's bugged the hell out. It's just interesting what people will do for money, and you see why people are in the positions they're in, because they'll do anything for money. Like, they have no line. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's kind of the whole thing with Wilder. what I'm saying? He ain't going for the BS. And you don't play about it. Like, looking at it, really, man, we should have seen this coming, man. Like, when they put out that video game with Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury in it, the UFC game, and Wilder was there, we should have known, like, there's something really wrong here. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's something wrong with this picture. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that, like, now everybody wants to talk about Mark Breland every 5 fucking minutes, and nobody wants to talk about the goddamn super thug that that's freaking in boxing right now.
Yo, you want to hear something funny about him? You know, okay, so Moses Heredia, which is Jojo Diaz's trainer, right?
Right.
Did you know a private citizen can sue somebody for RICO?
Yeah. If you do something and like,
well, Jojo Diaz is suing that motherfucker for RICO. Jojo Diaz's manager is suing Daniel Kinahan on RICO charges. They ain't talking about that either.
Yeah, man, they don't want to talk about any of it because the boxing media is just corrupt as all hell, and it's absolutely ridiculous. And yeah, it's just wild, bro. It's just wild as shit. Like, it's just do whatever the fuck you want. Just, hey, you know, let's take water, let's load gloves, let's manipulate, let's have funny judges in the corner, let's have funny referees, and it just makes it seem like a bunch of bullshit. And like, nobody wants to watch that. Like, why would you watch something that you think is some fake shit and you can watch like college basketball, college football, NCAA, college soccer. I watch more soccer than anything now.
Shit, I fucked around one day and was watching cricket.
I watch every Chelsea game. I watch every big like English Premier League match. I watch every big Champions League match.
Can you still run like
NFL, that? NFL's not entertaining to me right now, bro. The football's terrible.
You see the Super Bowl?
I watched 5 seconds of the Super Bowl. I saw that last Buccaneers drive where they basically penaltied their way up the field, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and lay up with the old lady. And
I turned it off too. I was like, I couldn't do it. I
didn't. Swear to God, I forgot it was on. I didn't turn it on until 7, and then I was like, damn. I went and had to give my son a bath, and I came back down, and then I seen that dumbass drive where it was like, they punted the ball. Hey, automatic first down. Oh, pass interference, touchdown. I'm like, you know what? The fuck. I think
the halftime. I think they had like 90 yards in penalties.
Yeah, it was pretty ridiculous.
It was 90 yards to 5 yards. 90 to 5 yards, dude. You know how many first downs that is?
It was pretty ridiculous, bro. It was ridiculous. Like it's just ridiculous, dude. And like with boxing right now, champ, like the fact that everybody wants to talk about Mark Breland's interview. Like, fuck him. He's a fired trainer. Who gives a shit? Like I don't care what Deontay Wilder says about Mark Breland, bro. Right? Here's the thing. You're with his trainer for 10 years. You're the older person. You're the coach. It behooves you to show some class. And if you're not, you need to vehemently deny it, which he's not doing, hasn't done at all. And and you need to just take the high road because you're not a fighter. You're not going to get paid. You need to work with other people. You can't throw your fighter under the bus. I don't remember Abel Sanchez throwing Triple G under the bus. And Abel Sanchez is the reason why Triple G is making the money he's making now. And Triple G fired him for no reason, except he didn't want to pay him no more. And he got rid of him. And like Abel Sanchez basically was like his speaker. You know what I'm saying? Because shit, man, Triple G can't fucking speak, really. But Abel Sanchez was the one telling us, oh, this guy's the best. Oh, this guy's good. He had everybody fucking fooled. Motherfuckers was thinking that shit. Like, man, Triple G a bad motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, Andre Rozier got crudted by Daniel Jacobs. Like, did so dirty. I ain't heard Andre Rozier talk bad about no Daniel Jacobs. But you walking out of the ring early of fights. You throwing in the towel and then even tell the fighter, like, yo, I'm going to throw this towel and you don't show me something. You just throw it. You know what I'm saying? And we got this dude staggering around the ring at the opening bell, getting hit from a boxer who can't punch. And it's like, get out of here. We know what's happening. And like, it's just funny because as all this unwinds, it's all coming out. And British boxing is in some serious trouble, bro. I don't know if they realize this, but they gonna have like the UN and like Interpol on their ass if they try to go ahead and put this fight together and he's still involved.
You want to hear something funny? I was watching some videos and I read some articles. Remember when I said that Rico thing? They're saying that see, Dubai don't like to extradite people. But with that Nigerian dude that scam artist, they came and got his ass Interpol, right? And then I'm watching these videos and stuff like that. This reporter from the UK, he was like, "Yeah, he doesn't work for he didn't do the Panorama thing, but he knows a couple of people that did the thing, right?"
Yeah.
And he said, like, he said back in the days he knew about Daniel Kinningham, and he says, "I feel bad and disgusted that I never said anything." He was like, "I know so many people that I could have asked questions about, and he feels bad like he didn't out of all the stories he never broke this one." And he said, basically, people have to understand is like, he said the same thing you said. They're in trouble because what's going to happen is if today, tomorrow, later on down the road, that they find out that this guy was a mobster and everybody knew, and everybody is knew that it's a conflict of interest, they was profiting off of him. That's drug money. And what do you think they're going to do? Probably come take their shit too.
Yeah, they're coming for the money. And like when you got the DEA and the FBI, they're like, "Hey, what do y'all think about Daniel Kinningham?" Like, "Now we can't even really talk about son because he's part of an ongoing investigation, and they put him on the he can't come into the country list." I'm gonna just be real. I don't know if people realize, how hard it is for a white guy to get put on the do not come into the U.S. list. Like if he was like a Nigerian guy or like a Haitian or like from like Venezuela or Panama and he was a reputed drug smuggler, yeah, they're not gonna let him into the country. But you talking about a white guy that hasn't ever been charged for anything yet, and they're not gonna let him into the country. That means the feds got a case on him already.
They said, Coach. They said is. Oh yeah, you said it already. Sorry.
Yeah, the feds got a case. And let me tell you, if the feds got a case, you got a fucking problem. Because the feds don't prosecute unless they getting it in. You know what I'm saying? When the feds come for you, it's like motherfucking Jesus coming for you, Mo. They already know everything. They got the stitches lined up. They already know how they coming and telling you more about your shit than you already know. They telling you how you make your money, where you make it, where it's coming from, the accounts, where the bodies are. They telling you everything. They like the feds in America, man. They got like a 98% conviction rate, bro. Like they don't lose. Did you see that shit with like the Tiger King? That shit with what's his name? They was on him. Like that lady was not playing with him. Like, look, we getting this. We gonna get these motherfuckers to snitch. Like, look, he's a criminal. All these dudes is criminals. So that's what they do. They raid the little guy. The little guy gets run up on. They hit him over the head, beat the shit out of him, make him talk. He points the finger to someone else. Raid him. Point him in the right direction. Bring him in. Tell him what jail he going to. Tell him who his cellmate gonna be. You better snitch. They gonna snitch. I'm telling you, man. So this guy's running out of options. I don't know, man. Like the arrogance he's showing by just saying, "Oh yeah, I'm still involved in boxing." He must really feel untouchable. He gonna find out that that's not gonna work too well. And
he can't get a boxing license either.
I mean, it's just ridiculous, bro. It's just like, so it's just amazing. The whole thing is just amazing to me, bro. Like it's just like he was behind Fury the whole time. And I mean, for him, it's just easy money. He's a criminal. You know what I'm saying? He's a criminal enterprise. So for this is just an easy scam they can get, and make cash, and they can launder money in it. And it's like, man, we should have been doing this. Like, just throw a boxing event, You know, Eddie Hearn already showed you the scam. Like, how do you think the whole ticket scam they was doing in the UK? Who do you think came up with that idea?
You know what? You know, I was just thinking that too. Made me damn near spit all over my keyboard.
Yeah,
Yo, that's
who
a lot of money.
Scam? We gonna come out and we gonna put the tickets on sale and we gonna buy the tickets up.
$20 million.
We gonna create the demand. We gonna buy the tickets up for cheap and then we gonna resell them ourselves again. You know what I'm saying? And then we gonna pick the fight so we get the fight the way we want because they can't charge the same amount of money that we can charge you.
Coach, you have 2 fights. You had the one in New York, right, with AJ. Then you had the one with Wilder. How much you think they spend a fight? How much you think they spend in one fight for them tickets? Because they was gone, and they've been doing that since like when? What? 2015, 18?
Yeah, with AJ, I'm telling you, they scamming them tickets, bro. And I mean, look, Wilder's popular, Fury's popular, AJ's popular. These are popular boxers, bro. But you trying to tell me Anthony Joshua sold out tickets at Madison Square Garden faster than fucking Michael Jackson in the 80s? No, he's not. He's not that fucking popular. No one is that popular right now. There isn't anybody on the planet half as popular as Michael Jackson was in the fucking 80s, okay? No. Michael Jackson in the 80s was selling out concerts, motherfuckers passing out at the concerts, getting carted out of that motherfucker because they so excited to see Michael goddamn Jackson, bro. Like, stop it. AJ isn't more popular than Mike Tyson was or Evander Holyfield was. Or Lennox Lewis. Well, yeah, in this country, Lennox was more popular than AJ. So I just think the whole thing was a scam. It's a scam. It's a scam. Those guys can't really fight over there, bro. It's a scam. How do you scam it? You create the hype. You pump them up full of steroids. You feed them a bunch of turkeys. Let them beat the hell out of a bunch of bums. They picked wrong with Andy Ruiz. That blew up in their damn face. Fury going in there cheating, jacked up on all types of drugs. He don't just take steroids. He probably takes greenies and all kind of other weird shit. You know what I'm saying? To fight, to get up, to be confident. Like I said, and then he fights a bunch of bums. But it almost went wrong with Otto Wallin. Otto Wallin almost stopped him. So it is what it is. They don't want to play ball. They know Wilder's really the best heavyweight. It's a play to try to create something that's not really there. Just like with Canelo, they're trying to create a narrative that he's the best middleweight. He's not. He's not. Even if he kind of was, he's not willing to prove it. So he's not. And they're just not really. It's just a scam, bro. It's just ridiculous. Like Canelo has David Benavidez' belt. Like my man failed his. Like he lost his belt on the scale fighting in the first fight after COVID quarantine. Couldn't use a sauna, couldn't use a bath, missed weight because he's squeezing because he's really a light heavyweight, really. And then loses his belt on the scale, doesn't get offered the vacant, and then Canelo just goes ahead and says, "Hey, I want to fight this guy for the belt." And they just give it to him. Like what are we watching? That's BS, bro.
Did you see what Spencer Fearon said about DK today?
About who?
About Daniel. Spencer Fearon said he is the Messiah of boxing.
Oh my God. He didn't.
Yeah, I'll send it to you. I'll send it.
Oh, let me read this to you, Coach. Let me read this to you, Coach. This is what they got. This is what Moses Herrera, Jojo Diaz's manager is doing. Violation of racketeering, influence, and corruption organization, acquiring an interest in an enterprise by use of income. Then you got acquiring or maintaining an interest in control of an enterprise. And then you got conducting the affairs of an enterprise. Man, he got like 5 or 6 RICO things in here that he's trying to get this dude on. And I'm not playing. I got the whole lawsuit.
Bro, I'm telling you, this guy is fucking fucked, man. Like he's going down. Going down, bro. Like when the Fed said he's part of an ongoing investigation, that means they already got informants on him.
I read another article like a couple of days ago. They're insinuating that one of his drug connects got killed. down in South America?
I'm pretty sure that happens, bro, because you know he's a fucking criminal, yo. Like
The way you said it,
thug, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean,
criminal.
you can't. I mean, seriously, like, how do you just say, all right, so you know this guy got killed? Like, yeah, that motherfucker got killed because fucking, you know, it's goddamn, you know, he's a damn drug kingpin. Like, drug kingpins. Like, it's nothing. Like, it's just like, yo, yeah, hit him. Like, I mean, like, if they're like, oh, he's never been charged with anything. Yeah, because he's a freaking super boss, bro. Like, he hasn't been in the same room with any of this shit for years, bro. He hasn't touched a gun or touched a freaking pack of coke or any. He hasn't touched none of that in years, decades, maybe, bro. It's a boss. It's not gonna be in the same room with that. You think you're gonna catch him? Like, you think it's gonna be like Scarface? It's gonna be behind some desk, like with it piled up, and he's just running his face in the coke kill? Like, that's a movie. That's not real.
Oscar De La Hoya did it.
Well, De La Hoya is a freak. You know what I'm saying? Like, De La Hoya is a weirdo. But like drug kingpins, like to be like at that, like, you know, like it, like you can't. Everybody can't do that. Like, there's a certain level of cunning and like charisma and leadership skills and savvy and just, you know, balls and connections and cutthroatedness and just like everybody can't just decide like, oh yeah, I'm going to be a major drug dealer. Like, oh man, it doesn't work that goddamn way. Everybody can't do that shit.
Because
like,
do you think people are more concerned about this their money being taken away and the implosion if this guy gets caught?
If he gets caught, bro, who knows what's going to happen? Because, I mean, is he going to go out like Noriega and just be quiet and just go ahead and serve his time? Or is he going to sing on other people? Because I'm going to tell you right now, he better hope they get him in Ireland. Or maybe not. Maybe Ireland's fiending for his ass. But if they get him here in America, they're going to try to charge any and everything with him here in America for him to lower his jail time. And that includes like a fixed fight in Vegas. I mean, you want to give him something to try to get out of serving the whole life in jail, or maybe just to have, you know, not to be in a supermax prison, because guys like that, they put in supermax. And that's in supermax. Real
this thing you call the Hague too.
Yeah, you don't want to go in them motherfuckers. So he'll try to like, he'll be like, nah, I ain't trying to do that type of time. But I mean, what's better to tell? Like, hey, here's how these boxing fights get rigged.
Is that where you at, Watch, or is the Hague that big ass facility?
Hague is in like Switzerland, ain't it?
Oh, Watcher, he typing. You hear that? You hear that keyboard?
The Hague.
I think it's somewhere over there. Somewhere you don't want to go. Somewhere I don't want to go.
It's just a big ass jail, bro. But I'm gonna tell you right now, the Hague, I don't know. I mean, unless they're gonna lock you up in Russia, you don't want to end up in no federal supermax, bro.
Oh, you're gonna be in the gulag.
You're gonna be in a cell by yourself like 23 and a half hours a day. You go crazy, bro. They'll put you in a cage to work out in and then let you out. Like,
the best place for him to be is over here, because you know, over there, especially in Ireland, you know, he got some people that's looking for him.
Well, see, he goes to jail in Ireland. He fuck around and be running the prison, bro.
Damn, you know what?
He got money, man. Like, he got money. He can make anything happen. Like, he can make it happen. You know, have a VCR, eat steak. He ain't gonna eat jail. You think he gonna eat jail food in that motherfucker, yo? Hundreds of millions of dollars in drug money. You think he's gonna eat freaking? He's gonna stand in line? He ain't standing in no line for chow, yo. He's gonna eat in his cell every day. He's gonna have somebody cook for him in his cell.
My uncle was locked up with Mike Tyson. He said Mike Tyson had his food delivered to him
every day. Yeah, it's $1 million. Come on, money, man.
My uncle said they built him his own fucking cell before he came in.
Yeah, man. You can't put Mike Tyson in general population. He'll kill somebody.
No, he was. He said
like, Mike Tyson, like somebody will fuck around, look at Mike Tyson wrong, and Mike Tyson will fucking destroyed, like he'll kill somebody in there.
No, he didn't go to that. He went to like the rich white people jail.
Yeah,
That's what
you
it
can't
was. He
put
didn't
him
go
in
no.
Yeah, you can't put him in no like penitentiary like that because this ain't no movie with Ving Rhames where he gonna just be walking around.
Oh yeah, the undisputed
The
right
most
there.
dangerous-
Yeah.
The most dangerous man in the state, yo. You can't put him in there with his bare hand. He'll kill somebody.
The Iceman.
Yeah, man. You
Hey,
know,
Coach Chris, did I tell you that Dillian White is changing training camp?
where's
No,
he
he's
training
not.
at now, yo?
Spain.
Spain,
He been there.
Oh yeah.
And guess where?
Portugal, and Spain.
That's Daniel Kinahan's old stomping grounds. I think he still got a gym in Spain.
There you go.
That's where I think Spain is where him, his daddy, and his brother got caught up.
Hold on a minute.
Yeah,
They're
man.
not doing it at fucking Wembley. They're doing it at Wembley. They're doing it at Wembley.
Doing what at Wembley?
The
Puvekin?
fight. Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Man, Dillian White, but and this the whole thing is like everybody's saying that Wilder is done and all this Wilder shit. It's like, what happens if AJ loses, White loses, and all of them Liams loses? Like you have nothing. You got to come over here and try to poach fighters by way of, like Coach is saying, through MTK.
Like a fucking criminal.
Because MTK, ain't they all they fighters fighting on the zone? It's like Coach is saying, this shit is just mind-boggling. Over here, people are saying that Al Heyman is violating the Muhammad Ali Act, and Al Heyman stopping all these fights. Al Heyman this and that, the third. But I'm like, you got, like Coach said, a fucking real life kingpin, like from Spider-Man, like criminal.
What
Ain't
if
nobody
that was
saying
Al
shit.
Heyman? What if Al Heyman had those allegations behind him, eh?
Mm.
What will fucking people be saying? He should be fucking thrown out of the sport. He should be fucking put in prison. He should be doing this and that. But this guy, listen, I heard of this guy many years ago. And you hear things here and there. People say stuff. It's all fucked up. It really is. It's a real sticky one. And really, Joshua, he best tread carefully. Because I just see a video of him on Instagram doing Lego with his son. It's like, just tread carefully, man. I'm telling you now, because if people are fucking out for people, I'm telling you that, or they'll try. I don't know, man. It's a weird one. I think you guys summed it up pretty good there. Yeah.
I just wish him the best, man, but it don't look right. It don't look right, especially when the people that's always been talking about people being stand-up citizens and this and the third, and you just don't want to talk about this, and nobody want to talk about Tyson Fury video, talking about everybody's on PEDs and and kind of gave that look, is like, yeah, probably me too. You know what I'm saying? And they didn't want to talk about that, because that's not the narrative. And it's kind of like it's like, remember I was talking about the media, how like this is media manipulation and social media engineering and all this stuff. I really think that they're doing it. I really think that when I said that, I thought they was doing it. And now I was like, right now, it's like they are really doing it. Like, because none of them reporters want to say anything. None of them. You got one reporter saying like he has threats on his life, and now he's in hiding by way of the police. Now, a reporter in the UK, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, of course, you're gonna have that. I mean, of course, you should do that already if you made that fucking video snitching on that dude, because that's that's not snitching. That's just telling. Was that a fart?
No. It's just me stretching.
Oh,
yeah, man.
Back is killing.
It's definitely some hazy shit happening around here, bro. And yeah, it's crazy, dude. Like, yo, wild, yo. It's like wow, can't even believe it, man. You know,
It's a strange world, but I like that one when you said shit. Nobody in charge of boxing.
Nah, man, it's like the Wild Wild West, and you know, it's like you got to have your team tight. There's no protection. Who's protecting you? Who's making sure that? I mean, you know, like football is a really dangerous sport. I always come back to football because I played it, and I played it for so long. But I mean, there are rules. Like there are governing bodies. There are people in charge. There are high school football. There's like in every state. There's like, hey, we got these rules here, bro. You gotta roll with these rules. College football, the NCAA. Hey, look, got these rules.
Yeah, you can't even cut.
Gotta have these referees. Gotta have this drug testing. Here are the rules for drug testing for everybody from Clemson to Alabama to UCLA. Everybody, you know what I'm saying? In football, you know, I mean, look at the equipment. Got fucking 85 different gloves you can wear. Of course, motherfuckers are cheating with gloves.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is gonna check and know everything about every fucking glove in every state?
They supposed to. See, this is the thing. They supposed to, but every time somebody come out the locker room, you don't see nobody checking for nothing.
It's corrupt, bro. It's corrupt, and they need. They need
and the rules
systems.
And the rules state they're supposed to have somebody on the sideline going through checking people's equipment too. Nobody check. Even in my league, yeah, you got that stuff that people score on the thing, they put on the thing, and it just gives it a little bit of grip. But some people do. You look at their gloves, they got some extra sticky shit on there. When I say extra, if they was to touch my jersey, they would have to pry their hand off my jersey, like that.
I mean, like this you always used to, like, you know what I mean? Like when I was in college before they changed the rules to where everyone had to wear gray gloves. If we was on the road, I was wearing dark gloves. And if we was at home, I was wearing white gloves because I wanted to be able to, you know, have some so I could hold and not be seen. Like it's harder to see. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I would always get my jersey tailored, you know what I'm saying? Like to my shoulder pads. So my shit would be tight, all my shit. You know what I mean? Like even like double-sided tape underneath, like on my shoulder pad, so that when I put the jersey on, you can't pull at it. You know what I'm saying? So things like that, you know. But you can't have like liniment on your glove, like, you know, like in UFC when you walk up to the ring, the referee meets you out there and he freaking checks your gloves, sees your mouthpiece. He puts the Vaseline on your face. You know what I'm saying? Just things like that.
I seen a ref wipe the Vaseline off. He was like, "Nah, nigga, that's too much.
Got too much on." Yeah, man. Like, you know,
they even check to see if you even got extra lotion.
You can't. Yeah, so you could be extra slippery. Yeah, like, you know, yeah. So things like that to just make sure that you have a legitimate product, and things like that are why the UFC came in and took so much thunder from boxing, because it's like, oh, this is real deal. But, you know, you have some janky ass fight in Florida and you don't know what the fuck is going to happen. Like, ain't nobody checking shit. You know, you go to New York, New York's probably decent because that was the original boxing commission. New York's the only place I've ever seen someone check Wilder's gloves after a fight. Like after he knocked somebody out and you see the guy in the ring with the glove on, to like, he had the glove on. I remember that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it's just ridiculous. And like the whole
maybe the fight should be in Canada.
Say again?
Maybe the fight should be in Canada.
They ain't gonna do that.
I just would really like to just know that I'm watching, like don't tell me it's a sport and then have all this foolishness happening and then like just, yeah, I'm supposed to be just good with it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
now it's like fucking Gladiator, you know, come in with whatever you know, choose a weapon, you know?
It's like, I'm gonna go with my gloves.
I'm gonna get this net, this shield, and the spear, and
yeah, choose your helmet.
Hit this motherfucker in the legs.
Mercy or death.
You know what? I think they should put the gloves on the ring. And I think they should, because I haven't found one. Maybe you guys can, but I ain't found no fucking thing from any of these boxing commissions that says, hey, man, this is what a glove is supposed to be made of. You know what I'm saying? And then they talk about safety and all this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, why are you able to use therapeutic or a mixture of horsehair and shit like that? And they know that horsehair is solid as solid. They know that. You know that, and you know, some of these guys out here, you know, I did a little bit of research, not a lot. I'm not trying to say I'm like the dudes off the History Channel and shit, but I did some research. They actually made gloves to protect people's face in sparring, because a lot of the times, the rich people in the UK will come down and want to spar and want to get into it, but don't want to go home with bruises on their face, because then people in the neighborhood and shit would be like, "Oh, you low class scum! You over there hanging out with them broke people and this and the third." You know what I'm saying? Over there hanging out with them savages. You know what I'm saying? So they were called mufflers. And a dude named Jack Broughton invented the mufflers. He's the one who invented the first rules. And bare knuckle fighting was the six rules of bare knuckle fighting. He the one who did it. And then people start wearing gloves. Then they found out that, hey, motherfuckers, they face ain't getting so fucked up. They can fight the next day if they don't get cut. They can fight right after this one if their face don't get fucked up. If they can muster up some strength, you know what I'm saying? And people want to say, oh, gloves are not invented to protect the box. Gloves weren't invented to protect the boxer's face. Yeah, the fuck they was. Because they wouldn't, everybody be looking like what you see in bare knuckle fighting every single time. And look how long they take them to fight again.
Yeah. It's just amazing. Like the fact that everyone, like, I was listening to Dwyer today, right? While I was running on the treadmill. I don't know why. I don't fucking know.
1 second. Hi, my name's Dwyer. Your best book for sports bet. Bet responsibly. Now go ahead.
He goes like, yeah. So he's talking about, yeah, it's just everything with the whole Deontay Wilder fight is just a big ass contradiction. It's like, yeah, so he talks about Breland is looking at his fighter. He's bleeding from his ear. It's like, hold on, pause for a second. How the fuck was he bleeding out of his goddamn ear, Dwyer? Like, you're talking about, like, we're making these wild accusations. When was the last time you saw somebody bleeding from the ear, blood spurting out from his ear? Now we know that he had a cut in his ear. It wasn't a busted damn eardrum. I just it's just a fucking complete.
Before you guys continue, I know you don't care about it much, Chris, but Mark made a second response to Wilder on his Instagram. It's about fucking 5 pages long.
Oh yeah, I seen that, but I didn't even. It was like so long. I'm like, I'm not reading this fucking.
But this is the part that really got me. You talk about contradictions. This is what Mark said about 4 pages in. Okay, he said, "I stayed on the team because I've been there from the beginning, and I believed with his power and willingness to learn more, he could be a force in the sport. Willingness to learn more. But you said 2 pages ago he don't listen. So which one is it? See what I mean? Like, it all, like, these people just shit on themselves. Like, they just don't know what the fuck they're talking about. It's so fucking stupid.
It's just absolutely insane. I can't even, like, I hear him talking, and it's just kind of like, Slim, like, really, bro? like for real, yo, like, all right, so, okay, what you're trying to tell me, this is what you're trying to tell me. You're trying to tell me that the heavyweight champion of the world, 42 1-1, 40 knockouts, Olympic bronze medalist, 10 straight title defenses, champ for 5 years, doesn't hit a fucking heavy bag, doesn't hit a speed bag, doesn't jump rope. That's what you're trying to tell me. You're trying to tell me that's what you're trying to tell me, that that's the case. Like, shut the fuck up, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I'm watching Wilder hit a heavy bag right now.
I mean,
the dude's hitting this fucking speed bag in his mansion as well, not just at the gym. There's footage from 2009, dude, where he's doing it all, and he's doing it recently. So he's just a liar.
Yeah, he's just simply not telling the truth. And I don't care what you say, man. Like, you know, I would never. I don't know. I would never just be out just talking bad about somebody that I train, somebody that I coach. You know what I'm saying? And like, I'll be clear. I've coached guys that like I wouldn't piss on them if they were on fire necessarily. Like, I don't really like them at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like them, don't respect them, anything like that. But I would never just be like, yeah, you know, talking to media like, yeah, fuck that guy and this and that and the third. Like, that's just really some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you keep that in house. Like, if we got beef, like watch it. Like, if we got a problem, like we get a problem, right? And like, I think this and that and the third, I'm gonna just hit you on the gram and be like, what kind of shit is that? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't do this social media type shit. I was, you know, it's just ridiculous. Like, I'll hit you. Like, I got your number. I'm gonna call your phone. I'm gonna text you and be like, yo, what's up? Like, I'm not gonna air it out like in some interview or on social media for random baby mothers and basketball players and all kind of weird people that interject their thoughts. It's between me and you. I got the problem with you. I'm gonna talk to you about the shit. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And that just makes me see like, yeah, you was really right for the setup. You was with it. Because a lot of that, what he was talking about, you could just tell that was animosity coming off his chest, and he ain't really have the license to say it like that. And it felt good to have somebody like, yeah, Mark, he was treating you bad. He's like, yeah, you know, he didn't do this. He just egged him on, you know. And like, you know better than that. You a grown ass man, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I just, it's just.
Coach, I got a question though, right? Let's say, for instance, you in practice, y'all in practice, you the coach, right? And whether or not somebody hires you to do something, you know, when you get pissed off, you gonna let your presence be known and cuss somebody out. Ain't that right?
Say again. If I'm coaching, I'm gonna do what?
If you coaching and somebody told you that, nah, man, I can't hit the speed bag, man, and can't do this and this, then the third, and
I'm quitting, bro. Like, let me tell you, right? I'm gonna try to tell you all this quick little story, and I'm gonna try to tell it without telling too much, right? Because we are on the internet. So I coached at a school, right? I was coaching women, right? It's a strength coach, and apparently one of the players on the team, I was not allowed to like punish because that player had a relationship with a coach. Supposedly, allegedly, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was like a problem, you know what I mean? Like, for me to like, so like this player like did some shit that was like real fucking, you know, I ain't going for that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not like, you know, some kind of browbeat tough guy. You got to respect me, bow to me. But like, you can't just disrespect me neither, right? So I'm like, all right, well, I'm going to see you in the morning. You know what I mean? We're going to have this extra workout then since you got so much energy. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, it was like a whole big deal. And it was like crazy. And then like she came the next morning and I fucking smoked her ass up, like worked the shit out of her ass. And another coach came to watch me work the girl out. And I'm like, well, that's weird. Like she came to watch, like I'm like some kind like because it's not like other players hadn't come in, like, you know, skipped class or did something they shouldn't have did. Like, hey, coach, we need you to, you know, punish this player or do that. You know what I mean? That's part of your job as a strength coach. Like, if coach is like, hey, you know, we on a basketball team and Watcher's on the team and Watcher is late for some shit. Yo, coach, Watcher got to come in at 5 a.m. and run. Bet. Watcher, see you at 5 a.m. tomorrow, bro. And like, I'm gonna fuck you up and smoke you up. You know what I'm saying? So, and it was like crazy. Like, the whole team was just in this tizzy because I actually did the shit. And it was like, I was like, what's the fucking big deal? Like, I've done this with other players. Like, what's the deal with her? Like, all right, whatever. Well, you know, she has a different kind of relationship with the head coach and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, for real? Oh, all right, I'm fucking out of here. I'm quitting. I'm resigning. I'm leaving because I can't do my fucking job. And like, I'm not going to be down here playing games with y'all motherfuckers, yo. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to be, I don't have time to play. Like, if it's going to be joke time and we're not really going to be about this work, I'm out of here. Period. Like, there's no questions asked. Like, people resign from jobs all the time because it's like, yo, I can't work under these conditions. I'm fucking out of here. You know what I'm saying? So, like, if it was that bad and he didn't want to train, fucking leave. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, it's just one of them things, man. Like, you know, like, oh, you can't punish this player, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh, for real? Well, then I can't do my job. So I'm going to go home. I'm done. I'll get another job. Like, I'll pay my bills. I don't need to be here with you motherfuckers. Fuck y'all. If y'all want to be on this funny ass shit, I'm Ghost. And, like, I left. And that was that, you know? And, like, they were, like, wondering why I left. And I kind of let them know, like, yo, I'm leaving. And I want all my money for the season, yo. And they gave me that shit.
Damn.
Like, I want my salary till the end of the season because, like, yo, you know what? I'm going to leave. I'm not going to. I could have called Title IX. I could have called the NCAA. I could have called the newspaper. I left it alone. I bounced. I was like, I'm out of here. I'm done.
Yeah, they had no choice but to pay you.
Hey, Coach Chris.
Damn.
Isn't that weird when, like, another coach, like, because I train people, right, in boxing, and, like, you talked about, like, another coach, like trying to see what you're doing. Like, don't you find that weird when, like, sometimes other coaches who, like, you're also not really familiar with, just like a hawk, you know, kind of like just watching what you're doing, like, oh, he's doing the wrong thing. You've had that, I'm sure. Like, it's what you described there, pretty much.
Just weird. That was a really weird, awkward situation. It was just weird, yo. Weird.
I know. Far out.
Yo, it was weird, champ. Like, for real, I was like, you know what? This ain't for me. I'm gonna let y'all go ahead and just have this, yo, because you know what? Y'all got some shit with y'all, and I'm not getting sued. I'm not gonna be on the newspaper with y'all, because, like, you stick around with some wild shit like that, and you can fuck around and get sued, you know. And I don't want to have to sit in court talk to no damn body
especially about what somebody else fucking did.
Yeah, especially if it's gonna be some old, you know, hey, you know, what did you see? And because that's like serious, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that could tarnish your whole fucking career.
Yeah, and I mean, like, you know, for me, you know, you can say I'm a good coach, a bad coach, whatever. But what you're not gonna say is I'm unprofessional, and you're not gonna say that I fucking do cruddy ass shit with people's children and kids and be inappropriate. Like, I don't need to do all that, yo. Like, I got plenty of action when I was a young man playing sports my whole life. I'm a grown married man now. I don't need none of that. Feel me? So
that would have been a bad one.
I'm not thirsty. I mean, it wasn't. I mean, look, yo. It just was it was unfortunate, but it's life, man. You know, it is what it is. But I say that to say he should have just fucking quit, bro. Like, quit. Like, quit. Leave. That's what you do. Like, if you don't like the way something's happening, you leave. You say, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and just let y'all do this thing because I'm fucking out of here. And that's that. You know? And that's what you do as a grown ass man. You say, yo, I'm out of here.
Right.
That's what you do.
That thing, yeah. I mean, that's what I would do. Or I'll let everybody know in that motherfucking gym what the deal is. And if then nothing happens from that, then I bounce. I'll make motherfuckers know what the deal is. I want you to sit around and be this, like you said, this the oldest man in the room with no stripes and no mouthpiece. It's like I could be the most softest spoken person in the world, but at some point you gotta lay down the law. And the motherfuckers don't want to deal with it. I'm out. Y'all on your own. Good luck with your career and blah blah blah. With the motherfuckers did it with F.A. Jabba. Well, I'm not even going to insinuate why he left, but come on.
I don't know why he left, but he need to go somewhere and work on that hand speed because his hand is slow.
Yeah, but watch it like what you were saying is like, you know, I get what you're saying, and you know, I'll be like, man, if you ain't here to help, man, get the hell up out of here. Basically, if you just here to look over my shoulder and go and tell somebody else, I don't need you around here. If you ain't here to help
Yeah.
and give me some good pointers and shit, or you give me some constructive criticism or whatever, get the fuck up out of here.
Yeah, man. It's just people are wild out here, bro. And like, you know what I mean, you just sitting there. So basically the way he was telling it's like, oh, I was just sitting there getting a check, not really trying to train nobody, not doing shit. And I'm mad about it, but I'm gonna just, not say nothing. I'm gonna just, sit here and be a fucking hater. And, as soon as I get the opportunity, I'm gonna fucking put a knife in your back, basically.
Exactly. Yeah, I don't see the point of being a coach and you're not having to saying nothing.
Well, that's the thing, man. He's not a coach. He's a fucking guy that was getting a check, apparently.
Oh, no. Coach Chris, he's a fucking fraud.
I mean, you can't. I mean, honestly, at that point, you've been together with him that long. Like, if y'all haven't gotten a relationship at that point, either you can't build relationships or he didn't want one with you. So if he's not doing what you want him to do, then, you know what I'm saying? Like how much you gonna take? You gonna sit there and be mad like a fucking sucker? You gonna sit there and be like, oh yeah, well, fuck this kid? And, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's this and that and the third, and he's not listening to me and all this other shit. And now you just, oh yeah, it's this and that. It's just I don't buy it. It sounds like a bunch of dumb shit to me. It just sounds ridiculous, man.
I think a lot of it is ridiculous. I think folks need to sit back and, because I was asked this question on this dude's channel. He was like, "So who do you think is going to want to train Deontay Wilder with all these serious allegations?" I'm like, of him training this shit. I'll try to tell the dude, I was like, ain't no way in hell you're gonna get away with no box without doing nothing, without having no boxing fundamentals, not doing the basics, and boxing this long in the sport. Ain't no way in hell. Especially if all you guys saying he can't box and only thing he got is right hand. You know what I'm saying? Then you want to say, oh, he's not hitting no heavy bag, he's not doing this, he's not doing that, and sooner or later, it's going to come up and catch you. I was like, some fighters, they do all that and they get cut in their first fight and end up with 20 L's, and they doing all that. I'm like, at the end of the day, yeah, there's things that you should do, but if you don't do it, you gotta figure it out. You have to figure it out. You gotta have some type of boxing technique. Yeah, that Effie a job is shit, man. Just like the rest of them, straight right. Just like the rest of them. Look at them, just straightforward. Look. Just like the rest of them.
That was a really bad knockdown, though. That was really bad. Like, if you get hit with someone that has actually, because Kalazi, like, he didn't even need to hit him hard. He didn't throw that with much power. He just timed it and boom, he went through with it. But what if it's someone that's actually got power and that's actually got thrown a bit more on it? You're gone.
Be the same.
And look how quickly he tried to get up. Well, I've got to get up. And then he couldn't, so he had to rest for another second or two. 9.
He'd never be the same. If Wilder hit him, he'd never be the same.
No, he won't. No one's the same after, really, when they get hit by Wilder.
Well, it took Dominic Brazil a minute to get back in the butt. Almost 2 years. Yeah. Wasn't it almost like it was like a year and some change? He deleted everything, devoted himself back into the church, and didn't come back.
I like how he talked all that shit because it just built up everything, and then when he got in there, before you know it, his legs are shaking when he's on the floor. Every time you see the bird's eye view,
that was limp.
In fact, I'm gonna fucking bring it up now.
It was like he did the same thing with AJ. Every time this dude steps up, he tries to be hard. See, that's the shit that I don't understand. Like, people got mad at Dominic Brazil getting his ass whooped in the hotel lobby, and you see how the dude talks to people. Well, you know what I'm saying? How do you think he talks to people behind the cold seat? And then you in this dude whole time around all of his fans, I would have knocked your ass out. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then people got to grab your kids and make sure your kids don't get stepped on. You know what I'm saying? Your wife is screaming. Like, why would you even put your family in that situation? Like, if you see all them dudes up over there, and you definitely, if Deontay Wilder in his hometown, I'm telling you, you ain't walking over. If you was not in the right scrape, you think that you gonna go over there and talk shit because ain't nobody gonna do nothing to you because too many people around. You knew them dudes. You knew them people over there was ready to knock your ass out, and you got it. Yeah, see that shit.
My thing, I couldn't believe he was doing all that damn talking all loud at the man fight. Like you ain't like, do you not see where you are, bro? Like you can't just be.
But hold up, is that Wilder versus Dominic Brazil? Is that Wilder versus Dominic Brazil, that video?
Yeah.
How the fuck he ended up way over there?
He got knocked down there.
Because I thought he fell in the middle of the ring.
No, Wild. He got fucking sent way back when he got knocked down. Look at his leg shake.
Oh, it is.
Yeah. Well, fellas,
that ref was good. He stopped that fight. That was good that he stopped it because like Brazil's like fucking falling back on the rope. If that ref did Wilder Fury, I reckon he would have stopped the Fury fight.
Oh yeah, obviously, man. Fury, they shouldn't have stopped that fight. Fury's lucky he didn't freaking pass out. And I mean, like, that's dangerous, man.
Dangerous, man. That shake, I saw that and I was like, oh my god, because they showed the replay because it was so short. I'm like, damn, he's shaking. It's like his body's like malfunction, you know. But yeah, his
chin what's gonna happen. Are they really gonna let this man run away from this fight? Because it sounds like he don't want to fight, yo.
Yeah, pretty much. It does sound like he's running straight to the motherfucking hills.
That's how much of a sport boxing is, bro. Imagine the Buccaneers was like, we don't want to play the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. They beat us earlier this year. It's not a good matchup for us, so we just gonna avoid them. Like nobody in America's like, that's why the sport's falling, bro. Nobody wants to hear that fucking weak ass shit, bro. Get your bitch ass in the ring. Nobody like. AJ is supposed to be this big superstar. He talking about, oh, I can't fight Wilder. $50 million is a lot of money, but I got to pay a lot of people. And as soon as they said that, American public's like, all right, this AJ guy, let me get back to LeBron James. I ain't got time for this fucking shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, we work too much in this country, bro. We be hustling. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like, oh, for real? Oh, we ain't got time for that type of shit.
Yeah, that dude, he's going to be like, I would have took that money in this. And I was like, man, you don't know that. Like, you ain't even in them shoes, man. Like, you ain't no boxer. You ain't fighting for no heavyweight title, no nothing like that. You don't know what you would have done.
I know that $50 million, I'd have took that, though.
Yeah, I mean, well, it was $50 million, just like, boom, just take it. No, this in the third, and he didn't want to take it. You know? I mean, they didn't offer Wilder no $50 million.
They ain't got $50 million. See, that's the problem, man. I've said this before. They hyped up and bought it with the media and paid for A-side position, but they ain't got A-side bread. They ain't generating no money. They ain't making no money, bro. Like, you know, they offered Wilder like $15 million, knowing goddamn well that they could have offered him double if the fight's in America. But they don't do fights in America. They do fights in England. And England is pony compared to America. It's just a fact. So it's like, you know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. Like you got to know your goddamn role. Like the whole thing, like with Eddie Hearn talking all that shit to media. You're not trying to put no fight together. You talking shit about people, bro. So we already know the game. Like stop trying to act like, oh yeah, I'm gonna talk about Wilder only making $3 million a fight. Oh goddamn well he makes more than that. Like come on, yo, he definitely does. Like stop being stupid. You know that they do it different. You know what I'm saying? But he want to talk shit because, you know, it's black people doing it. So he going to talk shit about it and be a hater. And that's where a lot of this comes from, too, also. It's just hate. Hate for Al Heyman. Hate for their success. hate of them doing their thing and telling these boxers how they can, sidestep these promoters and get most of their money. There's a lot of animosity, man, and they don't want Wilder to be the face of that, because if Wilder's the heavyweight champ of the world and he's looked at by not just the fans but by his peers as the top man in boxing, well, if the top man in boxing don't have a promoter, why do I gotta have one? That's why they got Fury out there with his 2 fucking promoters and his fucking mob boss. It's all like the thing about it's always trying to sell a narrative. It's always trying to sell a narrative. Like, what are we trying to sell, and what can we control? We can control Tyson Fury. He's a fucking dope fiend. He needs steroids to compete. He's weird. He's skittish. He needs promoters. We can work with him.
Yo, he clicked the mute button.
Huh?
He clicked the mute button.
You there, Coach Chris?
Oh, I'm here. Hold on a second. Hello?
I didn't mute anyone.
Yeah, you here?
Oh, my fault. But yeah, it's just a narrative, bro. And like control is all about control. You can control AJ. You can control Fury. Can't control Wilder. Can't control Spence. They want to promote themselves. They want to, be in charge of their own career. So it's just they're gonna get screwed. I hope Errol Spence is like, hey, keep the game tight, keep it right, keep your circle small, and keep pushing, because they gonna look to set his ass up too. It is what it is. Like, I don't care what anybody says, bro. You can't tell me if you watched that whole pay-per-view event live that you didn't feel something was up with that fight, bro. Something was up with that fight.
Mm-hmm.
Something was up with that fight. That fight, that was some crooked ass shit in that fight, bro. And it is what it is. And like, now that we got this mob boss that's kind of shown up here, and now that it's just weird what they don't cover. We get all the excuses about Deontay Wilder's suit and blah 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 blah. He's crazy and blah blah blah. But like, this guy is a mob boss. If we get a documentary about it, it's crickets, nothing. Zero news coverage.
It's like nobody. They don't want to. They knew about all this stuff. Like they knew this stuff was coming around. Like some of those guys stay in Ireland. Some of those guys, they already heard about it like last year, and they ain't saying nothing.
Yo, they're not talking about it in America, where you have a 24-hour news cycle, and the NFL season just ended, so there's no NFL to talk about. All you got is NBA and college basketball, which is, that's light for America. You know what I'm saying? Usually there's more going on than that. And there ain't even much talk about right now until, draft season comes up, and then like baseball season starts. So like, there's really nothing to talk about right now. And they still won't talk about the fact that a boxing insider is a freaking $100 millionaire drug kingpin hiding out in Dubai, bro, by the name of Daniel freaking Kinahan. It's absolutely remarkable in America,
Coach
bro.
Chris, what did you call him before?
Criminal.
A fucking criminal. That's what he said.
Yeah, he's a criminal, bro. He's a thug, bro.
You gotta have the swear word in there, man, because that, when Coach Chris goes off, man, he goes off.
He's a fucking criminal, bro. And like, look, man, look, it is what it is, dude. Like, you don't have 500 people saying you're a motherfucking super thug and like they all lying on you. Nah, motherfucker, you doing that shit, dog.
The Messiah of boxing.
Like check this out, Watcher. Like you had this thing called Rockefeller, right? But you had Benny Single up in there, all them cats all up in there. Motherfuckers knew they was dirty. Knew. And they just waited their time, got all the evidence, got the snitches and all that shit, and ran up in there. They knew. They didn't say nothing about it until they got him. They knew.
He gonna get grabbed up, bro. And that organization's gonna fall. And somebody gonna be like, yeah, I slipped the money to the referee. Yeah, I switched the water out. I put the funny water in the locker room. Because Freeland might not have drugged him, but he might have been a dummy and let somebody switch the water bottles out. Something obviously happened to the man, yo. He looked drunk, bro. He took that helmet off and he looked like he was trying. You know what he looked like? Didn't he look like if you got pulled over by the cops and you were drinking and you was trying to look straight in front of the cop, you like with your eyes off. Were you drinking tonight? No, I wasn't drinking. Like
is that melatonin I smell?
Like
he looks sleepy.
Like have you been drinking tonight, sir? I'm looking at your face. No, I trying to keep a poker face, knowing he felt fucked up.
And then they say, I don't want to say it on the dude's channel because he like you say one thing, then you want to go down the rabbit hole. Like
in the membrane.
Insane in the membrane. Yes. Ha ha ha. That's right. You know what I'm saying? Like the dude gonna say, they got the test after the fight, both of them didn't pop. I'm like, dude, why would somebody put something in somebody's water to do something to them and they could pop for it?
They don't look.
Why? No, I'm just saying. It's like if you knew you was going to drug somebody in the professional match, why give them something knowing they're going to piss after the fight? Why give them something you know they're going to pop for? There's a whole bunch of shit you could give somebody to make them drowsy, to make them look like that, to make them off. There's a whole bunch of shit. It could be some. I don't understand it.
Yo, he's a drug kingpin, yo. So you know he got the good gear, probably, yo. And I mean, who's to know? He might have something that metabolizes in 20, 30 minutes, man. Like these motherfuckers be scientists when it comes to this type of shit, bro.
Right.
Like guys
fucking
that like
scientists.
Guys that take steroids and all that kind of stuff, bro. They're like freaking. They got like an associate's degree in biology, bro. Like
off the street.
They got the chemistry game is like unparalleled, bro. They be like, yeah, you know, like I'm telling you.
I talked to this one dude about steroids, man, and he ain't even a doctor. I was like, what the fuck? This motherfucker was, when I say he was breaking it down, he was breaking it down. As soon as you say the word, the first couple letters of this and that, the third, he'd be like, oh, nah, see, man, you don't want to take that. This, then the third, this is the reason why. And I'm like thinking to myself, is like, that's their hobby. That's literally their hobby is to take this shit, lift weights. You think they ain't gonna read, or they know if you look at these bodybuilders, they probably spending like 20 grand just on steroids a year, probably even more than that.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
You think they got
expensive, bro?
Yeah, you think they got time? They want to be spending more money listening to some? No, they all did they motherfucking research. You know what I'm saying? Look at Ron Coleman. He know more about. I'm telling you, man. Getting this conversation with old Coleman about some steroids.
Oh man. Yeah, man. I mean, you know, those bodybuilders, they're just guys that have extremely dope genetics, and then they take that stuff. You know?
Yeah, and they take that shit. It's a wrap.
And, you know, plus the nutrition, the eating. Like, I mean, the eating, like you can't. I mean, to eat like a bodybuilder is like damn near impossible, bro. Like, it's like I don't know how the hell they do it, dog. Like there's motherfuckers that wake up on their own every night at like 3 a.m. to take a protein shake. No alarm, just off the habit. Just get up, boom.
That's fucking ridiculous.
To feed their body, bro. Yeah, man. Like, yo, the nutrition be crazy with the body.
What about the fucking lug? You know who the fucking lug is?
Nah.
You should know who that is, Coach Chris. You gave him the name.
Oh, freaking Dillian White, yo. Yo, your man taking D-ball like it's 1986, like it's the freaking Seoul Olympics.
Oh my God.
Like you taking old shit from like you know they got that on the list, bro. Like, come on.
That motherfucker did take it in 1970. He got the bottle still said 1970.
Man, these boxers, bro. It's like, you know, they don't want it to be so, because if it comes out that kind of stuff happened, then what do you do with all the gambling money?
And then I'll be interested to like you know when you read some of this stuff, how some of these boxers they take the vitamin C creams and all that shit, and then they I'm pretty sure everybody got like doing something extra. You know what I'm saying? Like what was that one boxer? Not Chris Arreola, the other one that's a school teacher. He got caught with the cream, didn't he?
No, it was Shane Mosley.
No, not Shane Mosley. It was a heavyweight boxer. He got caught with some cream. Eric Molina got caught with the cream. Yeah. And it's supposed
the stuff, the Balco stuff, the cream in the clear?
No, not that. He bought something like he got the wrong one because one says without this and the other one says with this.
Oh, he took the wrong one.
He
Yeah,
took
well,
the wrong.
you're responsible, man. Like, honestly, if it's a mistake, then you should just get a little. You should get a penalty and then whatever. But just if you're taking the freaking Balco designer drugs, because that's what the guys do at the top level, bro. They're not getting street shit, bro. They're not going to the local gym and going, hey, what do you got for me? Like, they're going to like somebody that's like you're making millions of dollars, bro. Like you're not taking cheap Chinese shit, bro. Like,
but that's what Victor was doing. He had the shit on the shelf, then he had the back room.
You getting that good stuff straight from Germany, straight from Russia. You getting that top fresh scientists, fully tested type shit, bro. Victor Conti was giving people shit that they would rub on their joints and like put drops under their goddamn tongue, bro.
Barry Bonds.
You know what I'm saying?
Flaxseed oil.
And like you've seen that, right, with Barry Bonds, right? Like you see what happens if you take a really good athlete and then you give him steroids. Like Barry Bonds did not need steroids being, he should be in the Baseball Hall of Fame to me. You know what I mean? I know he took steroids.
He didn't get caught.
The thing about it is they didn't have a drug testing policy either.
Yeah.
They weren't even testing him. So, like, I don't know how you're going to say, well, he took steroids, he shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame. It's like, but he wasn't breaking no rules. Y'all weren't testing for steroids because Major League Baseball's union don't play that fucking shit. I mean, Major League Baseball's union is the sports union. Like, that's the sports union of the world right there, bro. Like, the baseball players.
But ain't that something, though? Pete Rose got a 20-year ban. Mark McGwire and all them other cheaters, they can still go to a stadium.
Yo, Pete Rose, man, but Pete Rose was gambling on baseball games, though. Let me tell you something, man.
I know what he was doing.
I talked to
this nigga signed a check.
I was at an Orioles game. I bumped into a couple of old time baseball players, right? And this is back when the whole Pete Rose, should they let him in, should they not let him in? And when he admitted it, because he always refuted it, but he admitted it like in 2001 or something like that. And let me tell you something, these old motherfuckers was not happy. I was like, Pete Rose, he finally admitted it, so y'all can let him in the Hall of Fame. It was like, I ain't never vote. And like, this is like an old school Oriole that's like, in the Hall of Fame. And he was like, oh, hell nah, that cheap motherfucker, I'm not ever going to vote for him in the Hall of Fame. And I'm not going to let anybody that I know vote for him to be in the Hall of Fame. Them old school baseball players, they don't like Pete Rose, champ. I'll tell you that right off the rip, bro. Yeah, they hate his guts, bro.
He's an idiot, though. He signed the blood slip. Remember that?
The whole conversation tone changed when I brought it up. It was like, damn, I shouldn't have brought it up, yo. Like, because it was like all laughs, and then it was like, oh, fuck that scumbag. You know what I'm saying? Like,
brought back memories.
I mean, he a manager and he betting on games, because that's the thing. Once you start gambling, you don't win all the time. So, like, if you're in the hole, what are people gonna do? What are people gonna ask you to do? It's like, all right, well, you owe me 10 grand. Instead of 10 grand, why don't you start such and such?
That's what that mob dude said. That's exactly what the mob dude said. He said, well, he'd get him in debt, and then he'd be like, look, I don't want you to throw the game. Just give me the spread. I just want to beat the spread.
Yeah, right. That's the thing. Like, once you start mixing in with that, because you know what I'm saying, like, because like people gamble, like athletes gamble with bookies, and like, once you get into that mix, it's a slope, man, because you're not gonna win all the time, bro. And like, these people want their fucking money, champ, and they're not playing with you. You know what I'm saying?
I think Floyd make more money betting on himself in boxing, literally, than him boxing.
Yeah, but he lives in Vegas. He a gambler, yo. We don't know how much he loses gambling, bro. Like, you can't be gambling, bro. Like, yo, let me tell you something, man. Like, that gambling is not where it's at. Like, I don't gamble, bro. I haven't bet in a long. I work too hard for my shit.
They said Michael Jordan off the chain too.
Yeah, man. Like, I don't need that thrill in my life.
What you got here, Watcher?
You remember the situation with Dillian and UCAD?
Yeah.
Well, something happened in here.
What is that? What's that on the wall? Rewind it.
Hey, fellas, man, the old lady's calling me. Plus, my phone is about to die. My charger's
Yeah,
upstairs.
you better get up there and warm that bit up.
That's a new scam now. She keeps my charger upstairs in the room and shit, and my phone be dying. And it's like I can't even stay on the live too long and shit. And it's
All right, man.
It's about that time, bro.
night. I'm gonna get me another charger, yo. She ain't gonna be getting those on me like that.
Sure, that shit gonna come up missing. You know that is. You know, you gonna go, baby, where my charger at? What charger?
I think it's upstairs by the bedroom.
Yeah. Bring me up some water. When you
Bring me up some water and get on up here. All right, man. But thanks for having me on, Watch, man. Y'all boys have a good night, man. I'm gonna get
you too, man. I'll be
Peace,
getting done the same way. Shit. Fuck.
Which part on
the wall right there by Dillian's head? What does that say? That sign.
I think that says cafe.
Not with that. Not with that.
Oh, good thing I'm attached.
Hey, coach, you still on? What is that?
CBIE Old Manual Market Office? Old Spitalfields, I think. I've been there before. Old Spitalfields Manual Market Office.
They got a camera, and then they got like a little ring thingy right there. You see it?
And some stairs. And then, if we go forward a bit, he comes out of there like really pissed off. Because I remember watching it. I think something with UCAT happened in there. I gotta wait for it. Man, that was another farce as well. That was another scam. That shit was ridiculous.
You fast forward too much. Come on, man.
I might have. Hold on. Let me not share screen, then I'll bring it up again.
You got that Brexit. You got that Brexit internet. Even though you're not in the UK.
The Brixton body snatcher.
This dude, man, I can't. That was scandalous too, and it keeps happening.
Yeah, it's nuts. It's really bad.
I wonder what. Let me see. Let me see. This shit keeps happening, and it's like, it's if you can say all this stuff with Wilder, with all the allegations you're saying he's making, what he's been saying over the years and stuff like that, and you can't piece this together with these numb nuts. I'm like, I know you don't give a fuck. What's they got? What they got? Today's the 11th, right? Today's the 11th. So the last thing they had on UCAT was the 2nd.
What would they have on there?
Nothing. A whole bunch of rugby players getting fucked up left and right.
Man,
rugby
crazy.
Players, man, they give them more penalties than boxers. They be giving them motherfuckers like 2 5-year bans on the first rip.
Yeah, swimming as well. You know, some girl over here apparently tested for something, and she's like, I didn't do it, and they're trying to get over that and shit. And oh man, it's weird. No, I can't bring it up. It's not fucking loading. But
damn. Oh, you know what? Let me see.
Yeah, I'll give you it. Hold on.
Yeah, give me the link. Let's see what we got here.
Where we skipping?
Zabel said, "What's up?" Deshaun Thompson said the fight was disturbing and I was scared Wilder wasn't going to make it home, and a fool had the nerve to say, well, this is why you don't say you want to catch a body, because you will end up being that body. Well, you know what? At the end of the day, you know what, these guys, yeah, he said it, and then magically he comes in the ring fucking looking sickly. Okay, you said you're going to put it in the thing. Comes in the ring looking 55. Okay. Want me to screen share it?
If you want. See, that's where he walks out. He wasn't heading to the weigh-in there, because when he came out, he looked all pissed off and everything. He looked really angry. You know what's also funny about Dylan? He never came out and said he didn't take anything.
He can't. The motherfucker, he fucking can't. Can you see it? He said 55. Can you see it?
Yeah, a little bit back. A little bit more.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Oh,
hold on.
hell nah.
All right.
This is Grammarly. This comes up on mine as well.
Back a little
Oh,
bit.
go back more. Go back more. Pause it. No, oh, just pause it. Right on 55 minutes. Yeah, there's good. There's good. And that's the guy that claims Wilder's scared of white.
Oof. Damn,
That
he looked.
too long.
Yeah, he looked a little bit unsure. Look at the guy behind him. Where'd Dean White go? Oh, is that him? The guy in front of him is juicing. Look at him. Look at him. He's fucked.
Yeah, and actually, I'll
He
let me
knew
go
it.
to the actual bit at the weigh-in, because he's never usually like this at weigh-ins. Like yeah, he'll get in your face and try and intimidate you, but not even with Chisora the second time, because the first time they couldn't do it. They couldn't do it. They had to do it at separate venues because it got that bad. Like they were throwing tables and shit. There were death threats everywhere. So they had to weigh in at different venues in 2016.
So he literally. So this is the day he found out he pissed hot, because it was the day before the fight, right? And this is the weigh-ins. So I'm pretty sure right then and there, he found out that he pissed hot. I think it was there, because I don't think they went and pissed in that building, because they could have pissed anywhere else.
They don't do it on the weigh-in day.
I don't think they had to. And I think he was up in there signing some paperwork. I think he was in there signing some paperwork, bruh. And they got his ass.
Yeah, hold on a minute. I gotta reload this. Yeah, the issue is like, I don't know, man. Like nothing was really transparent. It was just a fucking bunch of nonsense. Like we had like the other team complaining about shit. Because I was watching that live. I remember I was watching that in my living room. And I'm like, man, like where's Dillian gone? Didn't he like walk in the building? Isn't he going through some other entrance or something? And then all of a sudden, like he's just really pissed off, and he's like just completely like, oh, yeah, here we go.
Trying to see what the comment says on that video, because I think they did. I think
I'll scroll down in a minute. His eyes, like he looked irritated. Yeah, Eddie Hearn. I reckon Eddie Hearn found it. Maybe he found out there. Edward Hearn, sorry, because that's his name.
Yeah, Edward. His name is Edward.
Yeah, look, he's talking now. Hold on.
Because, so in relationships to this whole video right here, where was it when they caught with the hot mic?
Oh, you mean after the fight?
Oh, it was after the fight that they got caught with the hot mic?
Yeah, where these two are talking?
Yes. Damn.
Yeah, I'll bring that up. I'll bring that up. Man,
somebody did that on purpose. Somebody did that hot mic shit on purpose.
Yeah, who knows? I mean, yeah. But he's never done this at a weigh-in. The closest to it is probably, man, these Colombians, they're not scared of some fucking dude that, like Rivas looks relaxed. Look at Lamar Scott in the background trying to come in. Huh? We at Lamar Povetkin. Listen, this dude tries to intimidate other people. You know, it won't work. It works on Dave Allen and all those guys and fucking. Did you want to see the comments?
I was reading the comments and like people was talking about. Somebody said Dylan White's gonna get sparked and all this kind of shit. Like,
let me just bring up the thing, the post fight thing. White press conference, Rivas. Is this it? Yeah, that's it. So I swear someone would have put a shorter video out. So let me bring it up for a sec.
who is box? Who bought? I wonder who bought Boxing Scene. Let's see. Boxing Scene.
Another great performance.
That wasn't it. Oh, come
on.
I can't find it. I'm gonna check Twitter for it as well, but oh man, they take it down.
Boxing Inc. Acquisition Inc. I wonder who they took it down. You think?
No way, second.
I'm
No
trying to.
way, seconds out. Fucking cut their video. No way. You cut the video
They
to
did.
make it shorter? See, and people went on about VADA and all that shit. It don't matter. You test, you test. Oh, I can't find the damn thing. Hold on.
Let's see.
Everyone can hear my typing. Salute to the chat as well. Is this it? Could be that one. Because I remember his hair was all scruffy and everything. It was
I can't
all,
cut my hair.
Yeah, you know, I can't cut my hair, bruv, you know? Maybe it's that one. Oh, I think I got it.
Yeah, somebody took this one down.
Yes, I got it. Yes, got it.
Yeah,
I put the volume on it as well. All right.
was-
Can't believe Seconds Out did that. You see it?
not yet. Oh, yeah, yeah. That's the one I found on the Square Sportsman something.
I ain't slept at all in the last couple of days. But I didn't sleep on fuck's sake. But that doesn't do with him being a professional. I need to keep my hair for a reason. Quiet please, quiet please, quiet please.
Damn, that's bad.
Did you hear what he said?
He
He
said,
said, I gotta keep my hair.
for some odd reason.
Yeah, and then he said it's a fucking stitch up, and he's like, test for 2 days or something.
He's a fucking says something like,
Oh, and there's subtitles, maybe. Maybe I can put some subtitles. I doubt it.
I passed. He said something about like, I passed test in 2 days and then 1 in a million.
I need to keep my hair for some reason.
And Edwin Hearn said, "Nor have I, but I didn't have to fight." White fuck sake, Hearn mate. That was the miracle of all miracles, wasn't it? White. That was the difference between being a professional. Then he going to say a whole bunch of other shit that I should download this and like fucking try to make it out. Then he says, Hearn, I had everything. I had a statement for you ready to go. And he just phoned me up. And I was like, we did it. And I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, what was the bit where they I swear, like, yeah, no, it's all right.
And most likely ain't nobody else tested in D-ball and all sports under UCAD but him. So
It's just funny. He went into the ring on that stuff and he still got his ass whooped, really. I mean, you know, and this next fight as well, this is another one where, you know, it's like, you don't know. Maybe, like, we see people like Tony Bellew saying, fucking disgrace, you are fucked. UCAD is this, UCAD is that, but I don't know, dude. I mean, I'm maybe going to look at what UCAD said after, but
Tug said, do you see when Barry Hearn called Dillian White a slave? Barry Hearn never called him a slave. Like if you just want to say the slave word, never called him a slave. The problem is that Barry Hearn was going through the motion of telling everybody around the world is when they used to own boxers. When they used to tell them, when they used to own them. Like tell them when to fight, how much money they making, when to sign here, don't ask questions. And then the flip side to it all, now the roles somewhat kind of reversed. You see what I'm saying? So if somebody is saying that, I remember a time when I used to own y'all. Well, I used to really, like you guys didn't have a say on who you fought and how much. Essentially, you're a slave. You know, ask Terrence Crawford.
oh, yeah.
Huh?
A lot of people said that.
Yeah, I mean, he did it to himself. Like, I mean, like, you know, you're a professional boxer. You know what fights you want to fight. You know all this stuff. You know, you should know a little bit how much you're worth. You know, you should never try to, you know, undervalue yourself, and stuff like that. And, you know, Terrence Crawford made it to the point to where he didn't need a promoter. He just needs somebody that has the setup with somebody with the connections. And he could put it to a way to where he could fight his fights and Bob Arum could just give him suggestions. That's how it should be. You know what I'm saying? And that's the reason why you have something like the Muhammad Ali Act, so things won't go around here like you see with MTK Global. Gobbling up all these fighters and getting them fights. Yes, it's good for boxing. But when you start seeing who Canelo is fighting next, the Rocky Fieldings, all these other guys that you never heard of their names fighting for world title fights, and they're all under MTK Global, you can start questioning yourself is, you know, do you really got to fight Uterum? Do you really got to fight all these other guys? I don't know. Hey, who just got called for a mandatory with one of the MTK Global guys? Somebody just did. And nobody wants to see that shit. Nobody.
Wasn't Warrington, was it?
Well, Warrington ain't Josh, he ain't got no. I forget who it was.
Galahad, Kid Galahad.
Not Kid Galahad. I thought he signed with somebody else, but he could be still under MT Clay too.
Nah, he's talking about Heyman, I think.
Yeah, but like it's just looking funny.
Was that the guys under Frank Warren?
Kid gotta have
wasn't
under.
them. They,
He signed with somebody over here though.
hold on, let me. Hold on.
I swear I thought he just PBC. PBC offered me a 4-fight deal.
Yeah. He said the money's amazing, this and that. But I found this.
Excuse me. Sorry, my brother.
Oh, good.
Oh, the coke sniffer. That motherfucker is on coke, dude. Sutherland. I ain't seen this one. What's this?
Wait, watch till he gets back.
Sutherland and it was like, ooh, this is getting good. This is what we want.
Wait for it.
Just get back. Don't laugh at me. Please don't laugh. Don't laugh at me. When you laugh again, don't laugh at me. When you laugh, when you laugh.
Jesus Christ.
I don't remember this.
Yeah, it was at the Eubank.
Like, why did he get mad?
Because the bodyguard was laughing at him. Eubank's bodyguard was laughing at him.
Well, how unprofessional.
He's making.
Probably because his accent was all like, you know, the English and shit wasn't quite working out too well in his favor. Why are you laughing at me? Why are you laughing at me? Why are you laughing at me? Huh? Don't talk to me. Yeah, I don't understand that shit. Damn, it sounds like you be typing pretty fast over there, man.
No, I brought it. It was saved.
No, I heard that. I heard that tickety tack.
Oh yeah. Hey, you know what? That was in Germany, that fight as well. So all of Yildirim's supporters were there, and they're like, "Fuck Chris Eubank, this and that, and you're gonna die here." And there was a bit where I don't know, they tried to set up the press conference somewhere where it was dangerous, for Chris. So the father.
They tried to intimidate him.
Yeah, so the father went out with one of the security, and he's like, "This is no good. This is not safe here. We're not doing it here. Okay, we're not doing it here. Okay, Chris is safe, and like they were going all over trying to find out what was good, and Yildirim was talking all that shit about Eubank as well. That if you watch the World Boxing Super Series documentary, you'll see all of that, like the behind the scenes and everything, and like. They're like saying the dad's a fucking prick. This it was such bad blood, man. The manager was so angry. Even after the fight, he's like, Anthony, he make me look bad because he lose.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing. Like, I would go to Germany and fight, but I ain't going to Russia. I tell you that. I'm not going there. You know what I'm saying? But when you look at it, it's like one of those things. It's like you want me. I'm gonna go over there to Germany. Yeah, they got like some things with the U.S. and stuff like that. So it's pretty much in the UK. So you pretty much depending on where you go. But why would you send somebody where they're going to be uncomfortable? How fucking professional is that? Like, you should be doing something. The press conference in a hotel or something like that, or at the venue. You know what I'm saying? At a nice hotel and a nice little, conference area that they have. You know what I'm saying? Not no fucking.
It was like in a bar.
Yeah. Like, why would you do that? Why would you do that? Like, I don't even like going to like, dude, like some of these bars in the hood. I would not walk in there unless I'm with somebody that invites me there. And the reason why I would, because as soon as you walk in that door, people's gonna be looking at you like the police, and you can get ran up out of there. You know what I'm saying? It's like, so why would I? I think he's right. I think he's right. Maybe they was thinking about putting the fix to him. You know, trying to get him to set aside so they can get a one-on-one conversation and give him some ultimatums. It's like, if you really want to leave, you know, Germany, better lay it down, bruh. Better lay down. Who owns World Boxing Super Series now?
I have no idea. All I know is that, you know, all I know is that guy got slept that night. I mean, dude, look, if you're getting knocked out by Chris Eubank, because Chris isn't a hard puncher, especially to the head. He's a volume guy. He gets you out of there with volume, right? But I'm telling you, dude, this is easy for Canelo. But because that took 3 rounds for Eubank. If Canelo takes longer, you know, going into round 10, 11, 12, it's not a good look, you know?
Yeah.
I'll just show you if you ever wanted to watch.
Yeah, I think
it's all these ones here. It's all these ones here. Because there's some ones on George Groves, and the father's funny, though, Eubank Sr. So that countdown, pre-fight, and the day after. Those ones there. So yeah. But yeah, that manager, he's funny. He's like, why you laugh? There's a video of Chris actually watching that back on ITV. He's like, you can't put this on ITV. He's like, surely you can't put this on.
Did they though?
Yeah, look, I'll show you it. Hold on. Oh man, I'm gonna wrap the show up soon, but we'll just finish off with this. Twitter. He reacts to Twitter. Oh, hold on. What's this? Tyson Fury worried. Oh, okay.
Oh, got some good jams playing.
When he goes on against Rocky Fielding and Callum Smith, Jr. versus Sweet Hands Plant. Caleb Plant, good fighter, just won his world title 2019.
I'd like to see you if you were the sole soldier in the first round as bad as mine. Would you finish off in 7 rounds with me? Maybe I look
in my second professional fight, I fought with one arm for the entire fight. That's how much I wanted.
Yeah, that's why. Do you know who he fought? A journeyman that he could beat with no hands. So it's a difference in this level of boxing, fighting by a bad shoulder. Listen, I don't get arrogant right here.
We're not here to discuss. I should have given him a little slap right here for being so ignorant. Why would you do that? Why would you lose to a man and then offer to fight him after the bell's gone, after the decision's already been made, and then you try and act tough? That's embarrassing. JJ, don't do anything like that ever again, man. It's not.
Here we go.
Yeah, this is the famous picture of James DeGale.
Damn, his face fucked up.
Here we go.
I'm surprised you guys can't put this on ITV.
When you laugh again, don't laugh at me.
Don't laugh at me. To this day, I still don't know if that was an act or if it was just, or if he was genuinely trying to have relations with my security guard's wife. I mean, that was, that made front page news. So what he did was actually
angry.
Fight, but I mean, it was very embarrassing. I mean, when somebody's shouting, usually the loudest person in the room is the weakest person in the room. That's what they say. That's what I've been taught. So when
that guy holding him
When
Not him.
somebody's shouting, usually the loudest person.
That one there in the red. That's the
Mhm.
one I think that prevented the whole press conference that was going to be in the bar from fucking like going to shit and everything. Because apparently all the supporters were going to start throwing shit at that bar, like fucking glass and everything. So that guy I was holding him, he did a good job because could go ugly. But man, that's funny how they just
Yeah,
put
but
it
why
on.
would you do that? I wonder where the I want to. You know, it'd be cool if we could like go on Google Maps and see exactly where that fucking bar is that they're trying to hold it there. So I'm
It looked
pretty
like
sure.
it was like a bar and like a fucking like a dance restaurant sort of thing, but it was really dark. It was dim on the inside.
Oh, so it's like it's like some of the bars out here. It's like you can sit down in the booth, get your drinks, get something to eat, drink, go to a dance floor.
It's hard to see it a bit, but if you look at I forgot which episode. I think it was the day before documentary. It's in that one. You'll see it. But yeah, they're like this is not safe here. There you go. So yeah. But dude, that's funny. I pray. You know what would be so funny if that manager did the same thing at the Canelo, like at a Canelo press conference.
Where's that fight gonna be at?
Is it on BoxRec? It's gonna be in Germany.
Because I know Canelo been in San Diego, my hometown, with Ruiz. Damn, BoxRec fucking up today.
Hard Rock Stadium, Miami.
Why did they do that?
I don't know about Miami as a place for boxing.
I think hold up. Miami, Florida, COVID restrictions. Currently, the state of Florida has no travel restrictions. Reopening city. Let's see here. Because I wonder if they can have fans.
Man, it's a terrible fight.
Yeah, I think it is, and I think it says open with restrictions.
I don't think people understand how bad it is. Like that Eubank loss to me really sticks out. Like you got ironed in 3. You got dropped twice. Well, you got dropped by an uppercut that he walked into the uppercut. And then he got slept in the round after. It was bad. Like this is not a credible opponent like at all. Like fuck rankings and everything. It's not. This is just it's just what Canelo does. He just, he does whatever he wants.
I think they're allowing 50% capacity in Miami.
Yeah. Miami. I wonder what decision was. Yeah.
It says per Miami-Dade County order, movie theaters, concert houses, convention spaces, auditoriums, playhouses, bowling alleys, arcades, indoor amusement facilities are permitted to reopen at 50%. That's probably why. And they didn't want to waste their money on this fucking this Yildirim. How do you fucking pronounce that shit?
Avni Yildirim. He'd probably be like a drum when he hits the canvas, like boom, boom.
You know what? It's going with 50% capacity. You've seen how we've been hearing all these punches now. Yeah. Shit, these motherfuckers. And then I liked how they did it in Edward Hearn's backyard because the mics in the ring were like extra like crispy. You know what I'm saying? Like you could actually hear the punches. You know what I'm saying?
The footwork, everything. The punches, the fucking inch.
You can hear their foot sliding and shit. Now, but I hate how the PBC they add that the crowd noise.
Yeah, that's I don't like that.
Because I
want to hear them breathing. The fighter. Like Dillian White, see how much stamina he's got this time.
Like you can hear people how they react to the body shots. You know what I'm saying? You can hear their breath, and then we like to hear the corner shit. You know what I'm saying? We don't like to hear all the the what do you call it? The chain gang talking. We like to hear like the corners, like the instructions, what's going on and stuff like that. Because sometimes you hear some funny ass shit. Like take that motherfucker hair off. No, take it off. Remember that shit? Oh my God. I think that was the most embarrassing moment. I think that's the most.
You know what? Anthony Yildirim's manager said to him in the corner. He said, "You didn't do what I told you. You didn't listen to me." He's like, what did he say? He's like, "This is very bad." He goes, "Oh man."
He goes,
but
listen to me. This is very bad. Like, yeah, okay, some pep talk.
Yeah, you got dropped. This is bad. Yeah, of course it's bad. You're getting your ass whooped. You kidding me? And that's not a good look on Anthony Dirrell either, because he didn't look great against Yildirim, and not many people think like I like Chris Eubank Jr., but like a lot of people in the States, they don't think he's that good, and he goes in there and does the easy work, 3 rounds, puts him out, and you got Yildirim who
he got to get rid of this guy. Oh yeah. Damn. Starmy on, yeah. Couple people on. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm gonna head off now.
Yeah, anytime you go live, man, just let me know, man. I ain't doing shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna send you it now. I'm gonna send you it in the chat. I'll just put it in the chat.
Coach Chris come on, because that shit be funny as hell. Fucking
yeah. Yeah, he goes in.
Fucking
good.
Criminal. The way he said it.
The way he says it, or he'll say effing fraud, all that. It's just funny. Like, it's like, dude, bring him on board. Let him oversee the fight, All right, man. It's good having you on, right? Next time I go live, we'll have you on.
Yeah, man.
Always. All right, always welcome, okay?
Yeah, buddy.
All right, with that, I'm out. Peace.